I did.
Wax on.
Yeah, go boom, we good.
Live.
Let me share this.
Southside.
Southside what? Southside where, James?
Southside Minneapolis.
Southside Minneapolis. You feel me? Yo. Hey, this beat so hard. Shout out to our guy, Carolina MC, for the intro.
Yeah, go on Spotify, man. Let's get that up to 1,000 streams.
Carolina Mike's.
Carolina Mike.
Roller Skate Funk. Spotify.
That beat go hard. Hey, y'all, what's up, though, man? I'm sorry about us being late. Your boy had to work extra late tonight. You know, I was doing multiple jobs. Let's go.
What's good?
Shout out Highland. What up?
Episode 23.
Look, y'all, I want to say this before we start. By the way, I'm Rod.
23. Oh, I'm Mike. My bad, y'all. I'm Mike. I'm tripping. I'm looking at the 23 on the camera, you know, because it's episode 23.
No, but this is funny, y'all. We did not coordinate this. Like, Air Jordan, he rocking a Jordan shirt. I literally wore this to work today, so I was like, yeah, you know, I'm going to go change.
What's up, Highland?
I'm going to just wear it. And then I get here and he wearing Jordan. Yeah, shout out to Highland, man. That's our guy holding it down, educating the kids, educating the youth out here. My man Highland, one of the newest. Highland is now a first grade teacher, second grade.
Highland can hoop too.
No,
Highland can hoop too.
Shout out to Highland, man. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna get started right away, y'all, because we got a full show. We got NBA topics, NFL topics, and then we got some real stuff coming in the real talk section. So y'all do not wanna go anywhere. Y'all want to stay here for the whole time.
This is a bad show for me because I gotta hear his mouth because the heat.
We're gonna get to that. I'm not gonna even segue into that early. We're gonna get to that, but now y'all starting to see what I be saying in episode 14, 15, 16. It's starting to come to fruition. And just wait till we get to the AFC's topic, okay? Just wait. But let's start with the show, man. Let's talk about NBA coaches, cause man, we got some new coaches, and then we got some people that feel like it's a lot of bogus stuff happening in the NBA industry when it comes to coaching. Let's talk about it. First, let's bring up Terry Stotts, you know, the coach of the Portland Trail Blazers. He's been the coach for the last 8 seasons of the Portland Trail Blazers. Some people have been calling for Terry Stotts' job because he's been the Blazers coach for the last 8 years. One conference finals, got swept. A few different playoff appearances here, but really never made any noise as a championship contender. Yet he still keeps his job. People feel like black coaches such as Nate McMillan, Alvin Gentry was fired prematurely because they had injured rosters and things like that. They feel like if Terry Stotts was black, he would not be coaching Portland anymore. We're going to come back to that, Mike. And then we also want to bring up Steve Nash. What do you think about Steve Nash being an NBA coach with no coaching experience over all the black coaching candidates that was probably out there with more experience than him, and he got the job of the Brooklyn Nets, which is a highly sought out job based off of having Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Do you think that black coaches are slighted in the NBA?
Stephen A was talking about this earlier, and I do agree with some of the points he's saying, but in this case, I don't mind Steve Nash hire because he hasn't been a coach or an assistant coach, but he has been a development coach. He is an NBA player. He's an old NBA player who has a lot of knowledge, an old point guard, and a lot of people respect point guards when they're choosing coaches and stuff. That's why Kid got a job early and stuff. But for me, to get to the question about the black coaches, I definitely think they're on a shorter leash and they slighted somewhat. But I don't know. It's hard for me to say that because there's definitely hires that, like Derek Fisher, there's black coaches who got hired with no experience and stuff before. There was even some in the 80s who got hired with no experience and stuff before. So I think it's just a tricky subject. I'd like to hear your opinion on it. To me,
what about Terry Stotts' situation?
Terry Stotts, I do think
couple losing seasons in there.
If he, I will say this. I don't want to, I do think he'd have been going. Like, you see how what's his name? He got coach of the year. No, what's his name? He got coach of the year for the Raptors. What was his name?
Dwayne Casey.
He got coach of the year and still got fired.
But Dwayne Casey owner was black that fired him too.
I know. He was black. He was black that fired him, but I'm just saying he did get fired. And I'm not gonna say it's white coaches who get fired too because Thibodeau be going out of there quick. So that's why I say I don't don't know. I somewhat agree with Stephen A, but I do think some black coaches are on the shorter leash. But I don't know. Some people get a long tenure. Like if you go to football, Lovey had a long tenure with the Bears.
Avery Johnson was one with the Mavericks. He took him to a title. And I was talking, and look, this is funny because I was talking about this with Larry a couple weeks ago. We was talking about coaching. And what me and Larry was talking about, it was kind of both of these arguments, but they're different in a way. To me, Terry Stotts, yes, if he was a black coach, he would have been fired. And I say this to say, because look at Nate McMillan. He's a prime example of how he got fired. The Pacers have been better since they have lost their star in Paul George. They really haven't had that superstar, that top 10 player, yet they're still competitive. They're still battling. What happens? Oladipo goes down with a quad injury a year ago. He never gets back fully healthy from that. We have COVID, so he doesn't get to get back fully from that. They get swept by the Heat. Sabonis wasn't playing, which was unfortunate. And then, boom, right away when they got swept, they didn't even wait 24 hours. They fired Nate McMillan. To me, that was just wrong because the Pacers have been getting better. Miles Turner was a young player when he got there.
Yeah.
Sabonis wasn't even drafted at the time when he first got there. He developed those players to get better. They just got Brogdon this year. We had COVID happen. Like I said, their best player wasn't healthy, and he got fired. So if I'm talking about Terry Stotts, I really think that Terry Stotts with 2 losing seasons, and this year he had a losing season. Let's not forget that. The Blazers made the playoffs. People want to talk about how good the West is, but the Blazers did make the playoffs at 35-39. They were still 4 games under 500. And I know people will try to bring up the injuries, but Nate McMillan went through injuries. And his best player was there. Damian Lillard wasn't injured at all. Nate McMillan, best player, was injured. Damian Lillard was still there. You still went 35-9. And then you didn't even put up a fight either in the first round. You won 1 game but got beat 4-1. He got his job still. Yeah. So I do think black coaches have a different type of leash in that respect. But the thing I was arguing with Larry is more with the Steve Nash argument. How Steve Nash became a coaching candidate, or a coach without being a coaching candidate, and over some of these black coaches that are relevant candidates that have coaching experience. And I know we named black coaches that have got coaching jobs with no experience, and Mark Jackson them, but I feel like they had to get those jobs because they have been lacking on giving a black voice those jobs anyway. I just read an article that said there's 30 NBA teams in the NBA, and I think there was only 6 black coaches in the last 2 seasons. That's only a fifth of that's 20% of the coaches is black. Damn. And 75 to 80% of your players are black. So I just don't understand that dynamic when we come in, and me and Joe talk about this, getting your foot in the door. No, I'm not saying Steve Nash shouldn't have got his foot in the door because we know Steve Nash, top 10 all-time point guard. He knows the game of basketball. So I'm not trying to act like Steve Nash don't deserve a job.
And KD, people saying KD was a voice for him too.
KD did vouch for him. But why is that? Why wouldn't KD vouch for a black coach that he know, a black mentor that's helped him get his game to where it's gotten? Because, like you said, Steve Nash was a player development coach. I had an internship with the Timberwolves. I'm saying I had an internship with the Timberwolves. Tim Hardaway was an assistant under Stan Van Gundy with the Pistons. I got to meet him and talk to him before the game once. So I know
Tim Hardaway's situation.
No, I'm not saying that he shouldn't have been a coach, but I'm saying you have black staff that players like Tim Hardaway, he was a point guard. He knows the game. I'm not saying he should get a job, but he's back in the NBA now, so that's dead. This is after that because he's back in the NBA, so they obviously gave him another chance. My point is, why didn't Kevin Durant speak up for someone like that? There's a lot of black coaches, assistant coaches, ex-NBA players that's on these staffs. That wasn't the Nets intern coach. Jacques Vaughn wasn't he? Just
I don't know why they didn't. I thought they was gonna hire him.
And now they said they're gonna keep him as an assistant under Steve Nash. But it's like, KD, why wouldn't you vouch for him? Why do our players of black feel like they got to vouch for Steve Nash? I really don't feel like KD need to vouch for Steve Nash. His back-to-back MVPs vouch for himself. Steve Nash NBA credentials vouch for himself. So my point is, if Steve Nash really wanted to be a coaching candidate, he don't need Kevin Durant to back him up. I just don't feel like Steve Nash do. Maybe some players do, but Steve Nash is that player that don't have to. He's Steve Nash. Like, we all know Steve Nash in this room. Now KD saying that he wants him. KD is their franchise player. So when KD say that name, that does make you more susceptible to get him. And I think that's probably what Joe was getting at. Maybe I don't know. But I just that's what I find the issue with is us African American coaches getting a foot in the door and getting an equal opportunity, because this don't even seem like the Nets even went through a hiring critique or a hiring, whatever you want to call it, like a structure. It seemed like process. It seemed like they just literally said, that's our guy, Ben. We know who we want. We getting him.
Would you say it's almost like a product of doing what the Cavs did after LeBron lost in the finals with Blatt and let him basically get his guy? and they basically
That's a good
instead
point.
of doing a year with if someone they want, they basically just asked Durant who he wanted straight up.
And Lou didn't have coaching experience. That's a good point.
No, Lou did have coaching experience.
Well,
He was
not, I
back
mean,
with
head
his
coaching.
assistant.
Head coaching,
He
my
was
bad.
back with his assistant in
I meant to say he had head
Orlando
coaching
and
experience.
in
Because that's what they
Boston.
could. That Nets
Yeah.
could have even said that when he came. That's why he signed there, right?
No, that's true. I mean, that is a good point. I mean, like I said, the KD part on it makes it like, okay, I understand why the Nets did it, but what part I'm trying to get down to is why is KD, why don't we likely speak for our own sometimes is my point. And I really feel like LeBron spoke for Tyronn Lue, and I give LeBron credit for that, like you said. But to me, I feel like that was even wrong. David Blatt shouldn't have lost his job, to me.
Well, you know why he
It
lost
was
his
just-
job.
Because it was LeBron. And you talking about people having control over the team.
Yeah.
But that's
LeBron,
my thing.
I told you.
I just think that black coaches, I think that, like you said, I don't think they necessarily get slighted when they coach. I think that all depends on what you do. Now, are they given the longer leash? And I don't even want to use the word leash, but are they given the longer, leeway to have bad seasons and stuff? No, I don't think so. I don't think a lot of white coaches are neither. But I do think this is what I did tell Larry. If you win early and you win, say if a black coach came and coached like a team like the Timberwolves right now, or a team like the Knicks, and they won and they made the playoffs like these next 2 years, I think that they would buy themselves at least 5 to 6 years as the coach. Because you bring a team like that up versus a team like the Lakers. Now, this is what I told Larry. I do think each team is different. If Frank Vogel don't even make the championship this year or win the title, he'll be fired, I think. And I think any coach in that Lakers situation, because the Lakers are built to win now and fast. So and that's why I'm saying each situation is different. And my problem with this is black coaches need to get their foot in the door. And that's why college NCAA basketball just adopted, they call it the Bill Russell rule, where you have to have X amount of black coaches in your hiring process. And they have to get the interviews before you hire, before you give the interviews to white people. I actually like the Bill Russell rule. People should look that rule up and see what the NCAA just implemented this last year. And I'm not even acting like that's they do something right, because we know they don't usually do anything right, but I do think they got this right with that Bill Russell rule, because this is the problem that we see in professional sports over and over, where majority of your players is this color, and even in D1 colleges, majority of your players is African American, yet their coaches don't look like them.
It's one little thing I like to say though is I hear a lot of people that don't like the Rooney Rule, which is the exact same thing as the Bill Russell Rule, because they feel like it's just almost a fake step.
Yeah, a fake
it's
step.
just
Yeah.
you're
People say that
almost
a lot.
I am obviously going to interview one, but I've heard from a lot of black coaches I've gotten those interviews that they never even felt like they even
Had a chance to get the
had
job.
a chance. They're just doing it
that's
to
a good
do
point.
it. So I don't know. I don't think that's really the fix. I don't know. It's gonna, it comes down to, like you said, Kevin Durant backing a black coach or different things like that, maybe. But man, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great point. That's another great point.
Y'all got some comments on the side.
Yeah, I see.
I see.
Y'all remember they only wanted Frank
I'm not sold
because
on
they
Lou.
didn't want to give Lou the job right away.
I think Lou a good coach, Sterling. I do. I think Lou a good coach.
I'm not sold on Lou. I don't really think Lou is a good coach either, Sterling.
You don't think he a good coach?
I'm agreeing with Sterling because this is the thing to me. I don't think Lou is a good coach because I really think that Kyrie and LeBron won that finals. They was down 3-1. See, people want to look at they won the finals, so Lou is a good coach, and I get that. But to me, Tyronn Lue is not a good coach. What did the Cavs do when LeBron left? Eric Spoelstra's a good coach. I'm not.
Any coach. Phil Jackson, if he coached when LeBron left, they wouldn't win.
Kyrie wanted to leave before LeBron left because Kyrie knew that there was no structure in place that LeBron was the structure. Tyronn, that's my point about
LeBron's
he
system.
wasn't a good coach. It was his system, and that's not a good. That's not.
Well, I don't care if Phil Jackson was there. Cavs would have sucked when LeBron left anyway.
That's not true.
You're right because Phil Jackson puts in the system.
And I don't think that's true.
He puts in the
I think
system.
if Eric Spoelstra was the coach of the Cavs have pieces right there to still be good.
I don't think Mark Jackson want to coach. I don't know if this is true, but I heard that he don't want to coach no more. I think people say he liked that ABC job. They must pay him well. I mean ESPN job, but I don't know for sure. But that's what I heard.
Colin said they're only good as their assistants. I hear that a lot about football and who they hire to build a team around them.
Football,
but
them other coaches matter a lot more.
But let me finish the Tyronn Lue thing. This is the thing. He's not a good coach to me. They was down 3-1. Okay? Some people argue that if Draymond don't get suspended, the series over. I'm not.
But is
saying,
that Lou's fault?
I'm not. No, but he was the coach, and I'm bringing it up. That don't talk to me about his coaching is this and that when they was actually getting obliterated without Kevin Durant then. And then it just took heroic efforts from LeBron and Kyrie to bring them back. What I'm saying is when you really, really dig deep and watch what that man the knock on David Blatt, the only knock on David Blatt that I give him is in 15 is he didn't make the adjustments that he needed to make when Steve Kerr made his adjustments. But David Blatt had Steve Kerr and them against the ropes, up 2-1, an adjustment, and David Blatt didn't make an adjustment. And that's what happened. Tyronn Lue didn't make no adjustments. It's just Kyrie Irving and LeBron James just did what great players do. They put the team on their back and they said, let's go.
Steve Kerr, great coach to you?
Low-key, Steve Kerr has gained my respect. That first title, when the Warriors got their first chance, I said, this is Mark Jackson's team, right? Bam, this is Mark Jackson's
Jackson
team.
is being blackballed,
But
Terry.
This is for sure because they said Mark Jackson came out about the homosexual community too, and he had beef about that with the Warriors owners. That was a big thing about that.
I just got a question. Steve Kerr is terrible this year without his best players. So that's what saying you brought that up for Lou. Steve Kerr is trash this year. When you lose your best players,
it's not when you lose your best
Phil,
players.
the
Warriors don't say no. He only lost LeBron. The Cavs
the Warriors lost Curry. He lost Curry and Clay.
Curry and Clay.
But I'm saying he lost. Tyronn Lue lost Kyrie the year before. They did go to the finals, but he lost LeBron. Losing LeBron is big.
When you got Kevin Love, Trisha Thompson, you have a nucleus around him. He had some veteran pieces.
They had Kevin Love, Trisha Thompson this year.
The Cavs was horrible.
And the Michigan coach was the Cavs coach. So
don't try to bring up Tyronn Lue as being a good coach.
I'm not saying I think he's a good coach.
If Steve Kerr go coach the Phoenix Suns, they will make the playoffs.
I'm saying what happened to the Warriors this year?
Dude, who did the Warriors have? They brought up G
you
League
need the
players.
players.
The Cavs didn't have G League players on their team. Like, stop it. The Cavs had an NBA team and they wasn't competing.
Cavs had rookies and stuff.
The
Cavs had rookies and stuff. I'm talking about with Tyronn
Lue. The Warriors had G League players. Name a player on the Warriors team besides Draymond Green that you know. They had G League players.
They had the rookie Pascal was good. They had D'Angelo Russell.
What college did he go to?
Pascal, I don't know what college.
You know what college
did he go
Colin
to?
Sexton went to. That's the Cavs.
Alabama.
Okay, that is my point.
But I'm saying he was a good rookie though. He still was a good rookie.
I'm saying, but Steve Kerr
I don't know a lot about the.
Steve Kerr's a way better coach than Tyronn Lue. To answer your question, he's a way better coach than Lue. Like he's way better than Tyronn Lue. It's not even close.
If Steve Kerr coached that Cavs team, that after LeBron left, they would be terrible too.
No, I'm not agreeing with you on that because, like I said, that Cavs team that LeBron had, if they would have kept those pieces and didn't trade, they wasn't horrible. They wasn't horrible in 18. They had a bunch of role players. They was horrible to LeBron standards, and I'm going to get to this later. They were horrible to LeBron standards, people, because
I agree, Tyler. Steve Kerr needs certain players to make it work.
They wasn't stacked. Dude, Steve Kerr got the Suns franchise off the map. He was a part of the
Golden State coach themselves.
He was Steve Kerr was a part of the Spurs franchise.
Steve Kerr helped, but
Mike,
Curry was everything on that team, and then
don't give Curry
and those
all
guys
the credit. Don't give Curry all the credit, though.
Curry gets 95% of the credit. Stop.
Curry gets so much
give
that
LeBron
credit.
all the credit. Curry gets all the credit.
Then
for the
Clay
Warriors.
gets the other chunk, and then nothing else.
No,
I'm not even.
I think Draymond's overrated, but he get a little credit.
I'm not about to go there with you.
I'm not going to do that.
If you're sitting up here acting like LeBron gets all the credit,
who said LeBron get all the credit? What are you talking about? No, you.
In 18,
I think
LeBron get all the credit in 18.
Luke Walton.
How much time out. 18 Cavs making the finals.
He get most of it. But
okay,
time out. Let me say this. Time out. When the Warriors were 73-9, you know Luke Walton was the coach to start the season.
Mike, stop it. He was
assistant.
And
no,
where is he at now?
He was the head coach to start the season when they started like 39.
He was the assistant.
He was the head coach to start the season.
Why was he the head coach? What happened to Steve Kerr?
Well, Steve Kerr, but this
that was his assistant, Mike. He just became that because Steve Kerr couldn't be at work. What are you talking about? He became head coach.
Like, I think no,
stop it. You act like they
Mike Brown went 12-0 with the Warriors in 17. Steve Kerr,
Mike Brown took the Brown finals. Don't act like Mike Brown's not a good coach.
No, but I'm making a point for the Warriors.
What?
Steve Kerr, I need to see him do. I need to just see
what
Steve. I'm not giving Steve Kerr all this credit yet.
He
like
won
Phil
the
Jackson,
finals.
at least Phil Jackson got the 94 season to look like, okay, Phil Jackson.
What? The 94 season do what? They didn't even make the conference finals.
No, but when Jordan left, they still was decent.
What about the next year? Why don't you even bring up 94? Jordan missed. No, bring up 95. What did they do in 95?
95, they was worse. But what I'm saying is Steve Kerr,
was there in the
I haven't
playoffs
seen him
before
without a
Michael Jordan
team.
came back and saved Phil Jackson's legacy. Was the Bulls in the playoffs in 95?
The Bulls, when Jordan came back, they was fighting for 6th to 8th.
So they
Can I pose a question that really, when you argue it, that it really comes down mostly to star players, and there's really only about a handful of really good coaches? Maybe.
What'd you say? Say that again. My bad.
I agree.
There's
And
not
that's
that many good coaches.
That's what I was telling Larry. That
And most of them are interchangeable. And that was kind of the argument with Larry, that it's not, when you get a job, most people get fired quickly. So it's not just black and white on that aspect. It was black getting the job. They don't get the
That's
job.
Yeah, getting the job is the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like only about a handful of coaches are
Y'all
actually
gotta stop acting like-
Spoelstra, Popovich. They're not that many really, really good coaches.
Flyers win Game 7.
Celtics coach.
Collins a big hockey guy. They was in
Stevens.
double
He a
OT.
Flyers fan?
He just said that game was just Flyers and Islanders, I think. And I think it's going 7 because the Flyers won. Thanks for the update, Highland. Game 7 coming. NHL. Hey, that was the only NHL snippet y'all might get, but we gave it to y'all.
I agree with that,
You should
Tyler.
really list
Your
what do you guys think are the
your
good
players,
coaches
those
in
are
the league,
talented players you manage. And
Who do you
like
think the good coaches are?
or who are the
Spoelstra,
elite coaches?
Popovich,
I think
Doc
Pop,
Rivers.
Spoelstra's.
Doc
Spoelstra's a
Rivers,
good coach.
Spoelstra.
That's-
Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens is a good coach to me.
No,
Maybe.
No, I like Brad Stevens. What's the
Yeah,
Raptors coach name?
Nick Nurse.
I like Nick Nurse. I like Nick Nurse.
Well, then you got better put Steve Kerr in there. Look,
No, Steve Kerr's a good coach. What I'm saying is I feel like he a little overrated, but no, Steve Kerr's not a terrible coach.
Steve,
He's a good
what I'm
coach.
telling
Steve
you, Mike,
Kerr
is
makes good
Steve
good
Kerr
adjustments.
was with the Spurs system back in the day. He wasn't the coach, but he was with their system. He was like running the personnel. Then he did the same thing with the Suns, and then he did the same thing with the Warriors. Look at all three of those teams. What did they
Coaching
all
in
do?
the NBA
But
to
Mike,
me is
but that is
managing
coaching.
egos.
But Mike,
like
no,
Tyler
but
just
Steve
said.
Kerr has a system and structure. Hold on, let me tell y'all. Because you
Oh,
tried to
yeah, Rick
interrupt me.
Carlisle. I think Rick Carlisle.
The Spurs.
Yeah, Rick Carlisle.
The Spurs.
Flyers
the
win.
Spurs Suns, and the
No,
Warriors.
Mike Brown not horrible, Terry.
The Spurs Suns and the Warriors. What did they all do
Mike
really
Brown
well?
not horrible.
What does the Spurs Suns Warriors do really well? And people don't want to talk about this with Golden State. They think they only score points. No, they move the ball well. That's Steve Kerr, man.
And
That
Warriors
is
low key.
Steve Kerr.
Warriors low key had defense.
That is
in the
Steve
clutch.
Kerr.
Warriors low key had defense.
You feel what I'm saying, Joe? That's what I'm talking about, coaching.
Bro.
What system does Tyronn Lue have? I'm saying, like, the
Well,
Spurs.
Tyronn Lue had the
Mike,
LeBron
I said,
system.
the Spurs pass really well with Steve Kerr under the Spurs. The Suns pass really well. They move the ball real. And the Warriors move the ball well. That is a staple of his offense. Scoring
What did
buckets
his offense do this year?
What do you mean what they do?
I'm asking, what did his offense do this year?
Well, didn't D-Lo put up like 140 in one game with them? Didn't he put up 50 on the Wolves? I was at that game, actually. Warriors-Wolves, D-Lo put up 50. I'm just saying. He put up 50. You said what he do? When did D-Lo ever score 50?
One
When did
game.
he ever score 50? He didn't score 50 with the Nets ever. He scored 50 under Steve Kerr, under his system, because it
Great
allows
players,
offensive
yeah,
players
great
to
players
eat.
make good coaches, yeah.
Sometimes in the NBA, yeah, in the NBA, Spoelstra wasn't
Like
a good
Phil,
coach
like
until
Phil
he
Jackson,
coached
good coach to me,
That's
but
not true,
he
Tyler.
went to
Tyler,
no,
that is
I-
not
Spoelstra
true.
was a
Tyler,
great
that
coach.
is not true. Spoelstra did not need
No,
LeBron to become a good
Spoelstra
coach.
wasn't a good coach
Spoelstra
until he
was a
had
great
great. Yeah,
coach.
I agree.
No, that's not true.
No, he
Spoelstra
just
been
wasn't
a
a
good
head
coach.
coach until he had LeBron.
No,
That
he was
doesn't
the
mean-
he was
No,
the
he was
coach
head
of
coach
08.
with the Heat.
He was
One
good, and
year.
they were still going to playoff 2 years. They still went to the
Yeah.
playoffs, and they were still solid with
They're still
no
in the
type of
playoffs.
talent. He's supposed to be a
I
good
think
coach.
Mike Brown's a good coach. I don't think he's trash. I think Mike Brown's a good coach. He's a good defensive coach.
Moving on, because we talked about coaches a little too long, but that was good. Moving on.
Yeah, 23 minutes.
Melo and the Blazers, are they a good fit for next year?
I do think Melo's a good fit for the Blazers. Melo's coming to the end. He about to be 36. I do think they need to give him one more year. I think he need a full season with them, a training camp with them.
I'm tired of you talking about the end.
I do think he is coming to the end, 36. But I think he needs a training camp with them. He got a year with him, and I really do think Melo will be a good fit with them. And I think Portland will be a better seed next year. I don't think they'll be a top seed, but I do think Portland will be better. So Melo, I hope Portland sign him again. What's your opinion?
Tyler, I think Spoelstra didn't start. Wade was the only great player he started with. LeBron came to that. Bosh came to that. And then now I'm talking about. And now I don't want to hear people saying Spoelstra got great talent. Now
I agree with Tyler.
Hey, that's Auntie Jill, brother. You remember T-Man?
Oh, I do.
That's
Oh,
T-Man.
that's
I'll
good.
be on Facebook. I'll be on there talking sports with him. But
Melo is a
I don't
good
agree with
fit.
Tyler on this because the reason I don't agree with Tyler on this is that Spoelstra's a good coach because everybody was saying Jimmy Butler wasn't what he was, and if the Heat make the finals with this team, I don't want to hear nobody say Spoelstra got to because nobody called Jimmy Butler top 10 before this year. Nobody.
Jimmy Butler's still not top 10.
Okay then, so if Spoelstra make the finals with this team and he beat Giannis and then they
No,
beat
but
the Celtics.
no, he's not top 10 player, but Jimmy Butler.
No, but Mike,
Jimmy
my
Butler
point,
helped that
but
culture.
my point to Tyler is Tyler's comment says that great coaches, Jimmy Butler is not considered a great
Spoelstra
player.
has
Mike.
never had to develop talent.
That's not true. That
Spoelstra
not
is
true.
a good coach to me, but he's nothing like you
What
trying to
coaches
say.
develop talent though? Not. I mean, it's not really
They
a thing
manage
for
it.
me. It's not like players.
develop.
They
Nobody
do that
developed
stuff.
Kobe. That's
That's
what I'm saying.
individual stuff
Phil
for the
Jackson
summer.
didn't develop Kobe. He
Come
didn't
on
develop
now.
Jordan.
There's
They
no
developed on their
player-
own because they were so great.
Coaches don't
Nobody
develop
developed
players.
Hakeem Olajuwon. Nobody. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with you, Tyler. The NBA.
No, but
is not about
Spoelstra,
development. Spoelstra's a great
Spoelstra's a good coach.
A
He's
great
no,
coach.
he's a good. No, I'll give Spoelstra credit.
Without
He's a
LeBron,
coach, but
without
no,
Dwayne
without-
Wade,
without-
without top players, he's a great coach. The Heat are always
But
competitive.
with LeBron and Wade, he's a championship coach.
Mike, that's with
I wouldn't
anybody.
do that.
But that's my point
Curry
with the
became
players.
Curry
You
because he was
need the
Curry.
in the NBA. I feel like you need the players. Coaching helps. Coaching helps for sure, but the players
Well,
matter
nowadays
more.
you need the players because they stacking their teams. But to me,
What makes a
everybody,
good coach? I think in the NBA, dealing with personalities to me makes a good coach. Phil
Well,
Jackson
that's
did
one
that
part
perfect
of
with
it.
the Bulls
In
and
the
Lakers.
NBA for sure.
Dealing
Dealing
with
with
the
personalities-
X's and O's ain't big. In the,
no, to me,
X's and O's
I
ain't as-
disagree. That's why
ain't
he's
as
wrong.
big in the
Dealing
NBA
with
for me.
personalities
You
and being
need-
able to adjust, especially in the playoffs, because Sterling being able to adjust. There's 7 games in the series.
Dealing with, I feel
But
like
that's not
dealing with
X's and
ego.
O's, really, what you're saying.
Being able to
Adjustments
adjust.
is more like,
Well, that is
yeah,
kind of
like
X's
game
and O's.
plan.
really.
Well, I mean, I
Definitely
guess you could
develop
say that.
talent.
Because if
But
you go
what
small,
I think
He
he's
can
saying is
develop
like,
Butler.
it's
He
not
just
really
like
about
Kurt.
set
He knows
plays
how to
a lot.
manage great players.
no,
I
Mike is
agree.
saying Mike. No, but I disagree with Mike. Mike is saying that Mike is only bringing a person that you got dishes. You got to manage that the egos or I'll average 30 in college. I average 30 here. No, that's light. You do that at training camp. You do that in the season. You establish that in the
culture is
season. Once
big.
the playoffs come, it's about X's and O's and adjustments. That's why they say the game is a half-court game and the slow down.
No,
That's what I mean, like-
the
Yes, it
Bulls,
is.
the Bulls didn't have X's and O's like
Popovich
Game
has
6
a
in
coach-
Utah. It was
What
get the
do you
fuck
mean
out of
X's and
Jordan Wade. It wasn't no X's
Mike,
and
that's
O's.
the end of the game.
No,
That is
the
an isolation.
whole game it was
Mike,
that. It
no.
ain't X's and O's
It's
in
X's
the
and O's.
playoffs.
But Jordan
If it was X's and O's, the Raptors would almost be getting swept. They
What
won
do you
tonight.
mean?
I'm saying it's
It is
about,
about
you
X's
need
and
the
O's.
play. No, you
Papa-
need players who get
Hold on.
that bag, who can make the tough shots for you, who can do it in the clutch. It ain't the X's
You
and
guys,
O's.
hey, hold on. Tyler,
Stop.
you guys, those guys, coaches are not developing those players. They have a culture, and that they're teaching those
Spoelstra
guys
better.
under.
I agree. Spoelstra better coach than Luke.
Kawhi, no, they're,
Easily.
I'm
Yeah.
telling them, those guys, Star and Tyler, are both saying it's developing talent.
NBA,
It's not about that.
no, NBA.
They have a culture that they're showing those players, and those players take their talents to that level of whatever is around them.
Tex Winter,
But it's not
developed
like
Jordan
Kawhi
to
didn't
trust
get.
the system. But
Kawhi
Jordan
was
still
created
Jordan.
more from Kobe in the offseason workouts and whoever was around him. But it's not a coach that's creating that talent. They
I
have the
agree. No,
culture.
I agree with
It's a
that.
culture they're creating.
Darren Highland, Highland, I think Tex Winter helped Jordan's help the role players. Because the system, like Pippen said in The Last Dance, it helped Jordan get rid of the ball more so he wasn't being ball heavy like a Harden, like a LeBron. So I think it helped Pippen more, it helped Grant more because Jordan was being more ball heavy. That's why he was able to average 32, 8, and 8.
Who is this guy? Are you kidding me? Who? Sterling, what guy you talking about? Is you talking about the voice in the background or are you talking
Yeah.
about in the comments? Is he talking about Joe? Say, who's his
I
name?
agree with Joe somewhat about you got to develop talent too, but coaches really don't fully. Coaches
What about
really,
Melo? I'm sorry, we went back to the coach.
Yeah. Sorry,
Even
Melo.
my high school coach Ziggy, one of the best mounds in Minnesota, one of the best, third all-time wins. He talked about it. You didn't come. He coached. He wasn't doing individual stuff. He said that's summer. You get better in the summer by
off-season,
yourself.
in the off-season.
You come in here and you're working out the system and the
Yeah.
different stuff like that. So no, it's not about developing talent like that. You don't go in there working on free throws in left-handed layups and different stuff when you're in practice in the
See,
NBA.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
practice.
thing about the Tex Winter thing, the Bulls wasn't ready. Doug Collins was getting them to the East Conference Finals. It's just Phil and Tex Winter got him at the right time.
I said Pop develops his culture. Pop says a culture that he gets players to buy into.
Pop's develop a culture. I agree with that.
What up, Levi?
They're
my
misconstruing
man? What
that
up,
they
Levi? How
think
you doing?
he doesn't develop. It's not about developing
Yeah, Top
talent.
has more got a
You're
system
developing a
because
culture,
Tim
a
Duncan
winning
and Kawhi
culture.
are two different players, and they don't. I mean, I would agree with that, but like I said,
Pop
I think
does
Duncan
develop
is
talent a little bit. Like he does. I think he helped develop Tony Parker. I think he helped develop Tony Parker into the point guard he was.
Parker was able to be who he was in that system.
That's kind of helping develop though.
But what do you mean by develop? His
Because
skills
he had
were
the,
his
he,
skills.
his skills had to mix in with.
You don't just
Pop's
get to put in
system.
another point guard and he just hopes to get Parker's skills. Parker had his skills because he made those skills.
Yeah, but I feel like Parker outside of the Spurs may not be like Parker.
Exactly,
to me ain't one
because
of
that culture and that system won't be the same system. But that's not his talents are in
I
that
get what you're
system,
saying. No, I
and
get
they're
what you're
able to
saying.
win the championship.
But his
that's why
system
the
helped
players
develop.
make the
Like
the
Tex
culture.
Winter's system helped develop Pippen's game.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
coaches
Popovich never
does
would have had his
develop-
culture if he never had Duncan the whole time.
He said, if you are providing opportunities, giving guidance, managing personnel.
Great culture, yeah, that is. I think that's
Yes.
development. I
But
think
that's what I'm
part of
saying.
development.
That's the developing part. You guys, we're talking about
So coaches
developing
do
an
develop-
actual
so
talent.
coaches do
No,
develop-
I just was saying talent.
developing talent.
The talent of an
That's
individual
more.
player
That's
is
more
not
you
what
too.
you're
That's
developing.
more of the player too. Players got to put in work in the summer.
Star,
Yeah.
I think you and I agree the same things, man. We're just saying in different ways. Because exactly what you said right there is what I was saying. I'm just saying that they don't develop the individual talent of a
Players have to
player.
understand their role in the
But that's helping them develop mentally. Jordan even said
Well,
Phil
but
helped
that-
him mentally and
That's
stuff.
what
So
I'm
that
saying. I mean,
counts
it
as
develops a vague
mentally
word, I
kind of
guess.
counts as talent to me too a little bit though.
It does.
Low
It's a
key.
skill.
Mentally is I think that's a skill. Players
It
have
is.
to understand the role of the system. Yes,
Exactly.
and
But
that's
they
what
have to buy
Tex
into
Winter
it.
and Phil
They
Jackson
have
did
to buy
with
into the
Bulls.
Well,
culture.
Melo,
Let's get to. I said my
Yeah,
thing. You
no,
can go
you
ahead.
go-
Coaches with
Me-
good systems didn't get players to buy in, and then they weren't successful.
Melo,
So that's part of it.
Melo needs to be with the Blazers next year. When the Blazers are fully healthy, hopefully they'll be better. I don't know if that is
I
true.
agree with that, Terry.
I don't know if the Blazers will be better if that's true because they were 28th in defense and defensive efficiency. But I do think Melo will be better for being with them because, I mean, that's the type of system he needs to be in. Running and gunning, put up a lot of shots, and they don't play any defense.
Well, he didn't fit Houston, and they run the gun.
Well, Houston is a little different type of running gun.
Houston is an ISO,
Yeah,
ISO
Houston's
running
a lot
gun team.
different running gun. Melo used to bring the ball up sometimes with the Blazers. The next topic is Doncic. Is Doncic top 5 to you next year? Going into
Next year, he will
is
not be top
10?
5. I think I will put Doncic in my top 10. I will put him in my top
Wow.
10. He's not top 5.
Wow.
I don't think he's top 5.
And you calling him top?
I
5
might
already?
put him. I might
Why?
going into his third year. What's wrong with that? I was saying Jordan was the best player in the league by his third year. So,
Stop.
but no, I definitely think Doncic will be a top 10 player next year because he lost in the first round. But them playoffs surprised me last year when he averaged 28, 9, and 8. So, and I definitely think he can be a top 10 player. I'll do my rankings next year and see, but
29.
he's not. He definitely will be top 5. He definitely will be top 5.
Well, to me,
But he may be top 10.
this Doncic hype is like
You won't put him top 10 next year?
it's tough for me because who I'm
Like, I'm going to put him over
like,
Kyrie next year.
Oh, you're
I haven't
sick.
seen Kyrie in like a year.
You're sick.
I haven't seen Kyrie in like a year.
You're sick. Because he scores a lot of points and he always want to get triple doubles. What I'm saying is, Mike, that's the new NBA. Like, to me, the new NBA is scoring 28 a game, 27 a game. A lot more people are going to do that. Doncic
It's not just that, but did you see the playoffs? How he was controlling the game, his IQ level with his passing.
Doncic is going to be good. Don't get me
Like,
wrong.
what do you-
Doncic
no.
is going to be a top 5 to 10 player now.
I-
But next year, starting off the season, I don't think I'm.
I
gonna
said
put
I
him
don't know.
top 10.
I think I will. I think I will.
I don't think I'm going to put him top 10. And yeah.
Let's just go over the
He's
players.
going to
Yeah,
be
he's gonna
third
be
in the
MVP.
MVP next year because MVP is about stats. When I'm talking about being the best player in the
Winning
league,
two.
I'm talking
Winning.
about it's mainly about stats. Westbrook got
It's about
stats.
narratives. It's about narratives.
Westbrook got historic stats and wasn't winning and won an MVP. So I
Well,
don't
that's
think it's about winning
it's
no
not
more.
too many cases you
But
can
I'm
say
saying
about
that's
that.
gonna be Doncic because let's not act like
80,
that's my point.
85% of MVPs, most of them was either
Well,
third
you
seed
can
and
say
above.
85%, but I'm saying that's
Most
that's,
MVPs, it was about
Like
winning.
I said, that's old NBA. The new NBA is not going to be that way. Giannis did win this year, but
Even the
and I
new
know you're
NBA,
about-
Westbrook is what
I
you
know
can name,
you're
but
about
go
to
to the
bring
other
up Giannis,
MVP.
But what I'm telling you, Mike, is now
Harden.
now what y'all
Harden
know,
won his MVP
I'm
when they
saying
won
now
65
what y'all
games.
about to, what y'all are saying now, already putting Doncic as a top player. Players are starting to start winning MVP.
Give me your top 5.
They're finna start winning MVP. Hold on, let me finish. They're finna start winning MVP now with being 5th and 60s because stop acting like y'all, when y'all see him say he could be 3rd MVP vote, I'm looking at the totality, not his individual stats. The Mavericks they barely had 40 wins this year through 74 games. They wasn't winning like that. So don't act like this dude is just top 10 like that because his team ain't winning 55 plus games next year in the West. They're just not. They're not. So when I say yes, he's a guy with good talent. He can score the ball. He can get assists. He can do all of that. But he's not top 10 because he is not carrying.
Okay, let's name players.
Like
Okay, let's name
All right,
players
then.
now because I don't understand what you're talking about.
okay,
You
Kawhi, KD, Harden is all better than him. Curry's
I
gonna
agree.
be better than
Curry
him.
better.
Giannis is better than
LeBron.
him. LeBron is
6.
better than him.
6.
6.
Let's go. 6.
You got Lillard better than him.
I'll say Lillard.
7.
Kyrie's better than him.
Nope, not Kyrie.
Embiid's
7.
better than him.
Nope. Let's go.
Jokic is better than him.
Nope.
Jokic
Let's go.
dominated him this year.
Nope.
What are you
Let's
talking
go.
about?
7.
No,
You
Jokic
got
is better than
7.
him.
7.
You
You
a
got
clown.
7.
You said no. You named the
You
players
got
in.
7.
You sound dumb. Joe, who's better, Luke or Jokic?
Kawhi. Man, low key, I might say Luke. I might
Jokic
say
is better than him. Luke is not even better
I'm
than
sorry.
Trae.
I'm sorry.
Luke is not
Anthony.
even
I
fucking
might
better
say
than
Trae
Trae
better than
Young.
Jokic.
Quick on
I
that.
might say
You
Luke
sound
better than Jokic.
stupid.
I I might say Luka better than
You
Jokic.
sound dumb as
on
hell talking about
everything.
Luka better than
With
Jokic.
eye test. If
You sound
Did
dumb.
you just see that Clipper series?
Mike,
How
look
he
at-
was making the two of the
You
best
not
defenders
see
in the
Game
league look
7 with the
stupid?
Nuggets?
Game 7 with the
Jokic
Nuggets?
finished that game, dude. Come on.
Dude,
Dude,
Murray carried them.
Wait,
Stop it.
wait.
Murray carried them.
Mike,
No,
Jokic
Jokic finished
Murray
that game
carried them
7.
the whole series.
Jokic finished that game 7.
He did, but Murray carried them the whole
Jokic-
series. So
No,
stop
he
it.
didn't.
Jokic
Murray
whole
carried the
season.
Nuggets.
Not the whole
Murray
series.
carried the Nuggets the whole series. Stop
Yeah.
it.
Jokic
3
is
games out
more
of
than
7.
just scoring. You know
He
that.
had 3 games out of
Damn.
7.
Let's go over the players. Let me go over mine.
Hold on.
I'm gonna go
hold
my
on,
top
wait.
5 for my
Before
dad.
you go there
No
and
one
say,
said
wait,
what
before
Murray
you
Yeah, I'm gonna
wait,
put Dame better than Luka.
wait,
I'm gonna
before
put
you
Dame better
go
than
over
Luka
there and
right
sit
now.
here and say Luka better than Jokic, go look up the game this show Friday night in Dallas when Luka tried to guard Jokic.
Dude, Luka
He
is better than
killed
Jokic.
all
to me,
them.
dude. I'm not even. Dude,
Stop
Luka,
it.
Okay,
Jokic is way
this
better
the play.
than him.
I'm gonna get past my top 5, but I'm gonna name my players that I don't think. Look,
In his position, top 10.
Number
Yeah,
one.
Doc, if he a small forward, yes, he a top 10. But he is not a top 10 overall player in the league, man.
I know. See, this
People
had
are
Cole. This had
prematurely
Cole.
crowding it,
See, I'm about to
basically.
be a hypocrite right now. I said I'm not gonna put Kyrie because he hurt, but this how cold KD is. KD the best player in the league when he come back. I'm doing it. That's how cold he is. So I'm gonna be a hypocrite. KD,
Kyrie's better.
LeBron,
Better than
this ain't my
Kyrie,
order.
Lillard, and
Luke,
Jokic.
Luka
Terry,
better
shut
than
up.
Kyrie, Lillard, and Joker. When Kyrie get back, he making past Luka because Kyrie handles is too stupid.
Luka better
but-
PG-13 too. Wow, Terry, that is not hard to do. PG-13 is overrated. No, PG-13 is all top 10.
All right, here we go.
Luka not even better than Donovan Mitchell.
All right, here we go.
What?
My top players: KD, and I know you're about to get mad. Butler's not top 10. KD,
Butler's in the playoffs.
KD,
Giannis. We ain't talking about
LeBron,
the next.
KD, LeBron,
KD,
number
LeBron.
3,
No, wait,
Giannis.
LeBron number 2.
LeBron number 2, G. LeBron number 2. KD the best player in the league, man. I know he was hurt, but KD the best player in the league when he get back.
Nope.
KD, LeBron.
LeBron's better than
Curry.
Kawhi. Wait, LeBron's better than Kawhi.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Okay, my bad.
Yo, here's an it. Oh
No,
my
no, no,
God,
hey,
here's
No
shut
order,
up.
just no order. Just spit them out. No order.
KD, Kawhi, LeBron, Harden, Curry, Giannis, and who was our 7? Who was our 7 that we said better than Luka?
You say Embiid. He's better
Dame?
than Embiid.
Did you say
You
Dame?
said Dame.
And Dame. Those my 7
those
that's
agreed?
non-negotiable. Them non-negotiable. Luka ain't better than them. It's
Dame is
non-negotiable.
non-negotiable.
Dame is better than Luka.
What makes Dame Dollar non-negotiable, Mike?
Over
What
Luka?
ti- No, because when you say Dame is non-negotiable,
Wait,
wait, time
Over
out.
Luka though.
No, he's saying Dame Dollar is non-negotiable, but Kyrie is negotiable. How is Dame Dollar non-negotiable when he play against all those other top players you named? He gets embarrassed. 4-1 by the Lakers, 4-0 by the Warriors. He gets swept. Like, how do you bring up Dame Dollar and sit here and act like he's top
Hold on,
7
but-
and just sit here and say,
Oh, wait, how you got Kyrie so easy there? Because he got 4-1 by the but they got embarrassed. And you got Kyrie so easy in there. So talk about that.
First off, let's not even talk about like Kyrie.
No,
got
Giannis
4-1.
ain't off the top 10. Let him finish the series first.
Let's not.
But he is getting exposed.
Let's not.
Wait, Sterling, how be disrespectful?
Let's not talk about. Sterling. Mike is disrespectful.
Luka on every Luka
No,
under
Luka
them
don't
7.
play
He ain't
no
no-
defense. Luka's not even probably
They
better
didn't
than
say
John
Giannis.
Morant, dude.
This dude just said Luka not better than John Morant. Did you just say Luka not better than John Morant?
Mike, the Mavericks.
All right, I'm done talking to him,
low-key,
y'all.
The Mavericks got a way
Dude, John
better
Morant
team
not
than-
that. Dude, next year Zion will be better than John
and
Morant.
he'll be better than Luka.
Zion not gonna be better. Dude, Luka's better than John Morant. He's better than Zion.
Mike,
Like, dude,
Luka probably not better than
Luka's,
Brandon Ingram
Luka's
right now.
about to be on with
He's probably
Giannis,
like on Brandon
LeBron.
Ingram's level
No,
right now. Like,
Luka
seriously.
better than Brandon Ingram. What do you?
Wait, Luka better than Karl Anthony Towns?
Yeah, Luka better than Towns. Luka not there yet. He
Okay,
not.
let me ask you this.
Kyrie has a ring. What that mean?
Tyler, and the only reason LeBron got a ring is because of Kyrie. You a clown, Ant. Tyler, right. The only reason LeBron got a ring is because of Kyrie hit the shot. Kyrie saved him. Kyrie saved LeBron.
Wait.
Versus the Warriors.
Wait.
Kyrie came in the clutch. And then when he went to the Celtics, 38-10. You talking about what did Kyrie do? What did he do? He was 38-10 and then he got hurt. He got hurt.
Mike, where did you
They was
put
about to go to the
Harden? Is I got Harden top 5, Pops. Like I
That's
said,
Pops.
anybody who
Pops
averages
got
36 and 34,
What other Mike
It's
Adams
top 5.
do?
I thought
Luka
James
way
right
here.
from Mike Page. Luka
Harden
way better
top
than
5.
Morant.
Harden-
He's not way better than Morant. What NBA are y'all
Harden's
watching?
top 5, Pop. I got him number 4 or 5.
Why?
No, I got Harden
why is
5.
he way better?
Because he gets stats, Joe. That's all. He averaged 28, 9, and 8.
Morant was
So
killed.
what Morant get?
Grizzlies were
Morant get?
Mike,
trash before.
Morant brought the Grizzlies from the bottom to the playoffs.
Dude, they lost their playoff spot.
Okay.
The Mavs
Shortened
went to the
season
Because
playoffs
of
there,
this
COVID.
year.
right there.
But the Mavs went to the playoffs this year. This is Luka's second year.
Mike, the Mavs got a squad.
Morant not even better than Trae Young.
That's why they got cooked.
Morant not even better than Trae Young.
Quietness kept. Porzingis probably is the most important player, and that's why they got cooked versus the Clippers.
Morant not even better than Trae Young.
What happened when Porzingis went out?
What'd you say?
What happened when Porzingis went
They
out?
have game one.
Well, they wasn't winning with Porzingis, though.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
Celtics got rid of Kyrie. Yeah.
Pops, they got rid of him, and they got rid of him because he wasn't going to re-sign with them.
No, Celtics didn't get rid of Kyrie.
He
Kyrie
left.
left them.
Kyrie left.
Celtics wanted to re-sign him.
Kyrie
Kyrie
ain't a
left.
leader.
Luka better than anybody under 25 easily. Tatum his only comp. Terry, I'm not listening to you. I'm definitely not listening to you.
No, Donovan Mitchell up there.
What? Y'all giving this dude
No,
all
Donovan
this
Mitchell
credit?
up there, too. I'm going to put Donovan Mitchell
So
up
wait,
there.
where Luka going to be all-time Mavs? Is he going to be the best all-time Mavs?
No, Dirk.
Well,
He
he might
could be,
was
but-
Dirk MVP his third year.
No.
Dirk. But the way y'all eat Luka so much right now, you might just think
Right,
that
get MVP
y'all
on third
eating
year
it.
don't put you over. Luka D. Rose got MVP his
No, I
third year.
said Luka over Dirk because the way
No,
y'all,
Luka's not going to be over Dirk. I
the
mean, it's
way
his
y'all,
career.
the way y'all jump it, Morant better
Morant better than
Trae
Trae Young.
Facts, Tyler. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you. Tell this
Trae Young
crowd
better than
that
Morant to
is
me.
better than Trae Young.
I won't argue.
Easily.
Morant for sure.
No,
Easily.
Trae Young better. No,
Morant,
Trae
so
Young
when-
about to
thank you,
start
Tyler.
snapping.
Thank you,
Trae
Tyler.
Young about to start
Yeah,
snapping.
Mike, they had to beef his team up. Morant don't have a beef team.
Stop it.
Name
Jaren
a-
Jackson
No,
is
Morant's
decent.
about to be
Jaren Jackson. Oh my
real.
God. What college did he go
Morant's
to,
about to
Mike?
be easy with a best
Kyrie-
player.
Kyrie didn't get rid.
Mike,
Kyrie got rid of Celtics. Yeah.
Mike, what college did Jaren Jackson go to? Mike,
Luka
Mike,
would be best player.
what college did Jaren Jackson go to?
He said there's another top 10.
What did he go to? Did he go to Kansas?
Kansas. Jaren Jackson
Where
went to
did he
Kansas.
go?
He's so cold. He don't even know what college to do right now.
Well, I'm talking about this year. He played this year though.
What
You know
college
that
did Jaren
NBA.
Jackson go to?
Rob, what
He
does
ain't
that
that cold
mean?
because he
You
ain't
know I
that
don't pay
cold.
attention to
He ain't that
college.
cold. What
He was
college
good
Trae Young
this
go to?
year.
What college Trae Young go to?
Oklahoma. I know that.
He cold. He
But
not
no,
that cold.
Jared Jackson was good this year.
No,
Did
he
you
was.
watch games?
This year he was good. Why was he good, Mike? Why did he have his best season of his career this year?
Mike,
Why?
Morant was definitely the best
Why
player
did
in that
Jaren
team.
Jackson
No,
have his-
Morant was the best player on the team, but I'm saying
Why
Jared
did
Jackson
Jaren
helped
Jackson?
too.
Why did
But
Jaren
being a
Jackson?
point guard as a rookie and being the best player and having them in playoff contention,
They didn't
weren't
make the
before.
playoffs though. They lost playoff contention.
Trae
They
Young just
lost.
get these stats and get
What
pops
did
in the
Trae Young do?
cellar.
I said y'all can
He
say
didn't even
no.
get invited
Y'all
to
can
the
say he's
Pro
better,
Bowl.
but Trae is better
And
than
the Hawks have
Morant,
a
'cause
better
Morant
team.
didn't make the
The
playoffs.
Hawks have
Why?
a better team than the Grizzlies.
The
Jared,
Hawks have a worse team than the.
No, the Hawks
I
have a better
said
team.
y'all can use the team argument for this one and say Ja Morant better, but I tested
He's a
me.
better
Trae
leader.
Young is better.
I test.
Yes,
Ja Morant.
Wow.
Trae Young is better.
I
Ja
test
Morant-
it's easily Morant.
No, it's not. I test
What?
easily Trae.
Morant almost
Wow.
dunked on your boy AD. Morant be dunking on
Dude,
cats.
Trae averaged almost 30 and 9.
different game.
30
Oh,
and
see
9.
what he said? He averaged 30 and 9.
Against
He
who?
averaged 30.
They
When you
lost.
say I
Joe,
test.
James, you're right. He did.
Against who?
James, he did average
What you
30,
did
but the
against
Hawks was getting blown out a lot. He averaged 30 in garbage time.
John Morant them lost the playoff. They got exposed in the bubble.
Wait,
They got
to the
exposed
playoffs.
First
in the
off,
bubble.
right there in the West, the Hawks, and then they in the
Now
West.
you want to use the West. But wait, you never used
Wait,
the
did
West.
you see the Hawks in the
You're
bubble?
I'm using it this year.
Okay, you can use it against
Mike,
I'm
the
using
Hawks
it
in
this
the
year. I'm
bubble?
using it this year because you bring up the West, and the Hawks weren't even in the bubble. He got Collins, who's a way. The Hawks have a way better roster than the Grizzlies. Stop it. And he.
The Hawks got a better roster than the Grizzlies?
Mike Collins.
It's
is-
arguable.
No, what's the name of that? See, I forget their names, the Grizzlies.
DeAndre Hunter,
No, but what's the light skin? The light skin dude.
Josh
there?
Collins,
the
the one that
difference
could
is
dunk the
Josh
foul.
Beck-
Yeah, the Hawks and Grizzlies team kind of even
Josh
low key.
The Hawks and Grizzlies had even.
Josh
Terry,
is
shut up. Please shut up.
Josh Collins wrong,
Mike,
but
Josh Collins better than anybody on
Reddish didn't do nothing this
Honestly,
year.
bookmark it right now.
You
Ja
just
Morant
said-
and Zion are going to go down as one of the best 1-2s
Trae
ever.
Young and Luka better than Morant,
In
Zion.
a draft, 1-2 picks. That's gonna be one of the best 1-2 picks.
Oh,
ever.
1-2 picks?
One of the best.
And they.
Well, yeah, I can't really.
Look,
Yeah, that's.
After
I-
next
John
year,
Zion are
John
about to
and
both
Zion
be
would be
both
better than Trey and Doncic.
No, they
Yes.
won't. No, they won't.
Yes, I would take Zion
Dude.
and Ja over Trey and Doncic any day of the week.
Like I said, if y'all say Ja
What?
better than better than Trey, I'm fine with that because he was in the West.
Trey Young is
His
a
team did
knockout
almost
Curry,
make the playoffs.
and Ja Morant is looking like more athletic Kyrie. Ja Morant got stupid work.
Bro,
Ja
Trey,
Morant got stupid work.
Trey about to kill next year. He do gotta win he do gotta win more, but I think he's better than Ja, man. He's better than
Collins
Ja.
nice though. Collins is nicer than anybody on the Grizzlies roster. He's
All
one of
right,
the best of the
Holly, we
power
gonna get in
forwards.
place. We gonna get on place now.
minutes.
5 minutes. We gonna be more.
What Hiram
We gonna
said?
chill out. We gonna chill out a little bit.
Y'all all over the place. We are hollering, man. That's because we trying to come in the comments too.
Yeah, we in the
We in the
comments.
comments too with y'all. We appreciate y'all standing there, but we is all over the place. Okay, let's go to LeBron, and we gonna stay on this dude for a minute because Mike is so.
All right, I'm about to be a LeBron fan now, y'all.
Luka is
I'm about
amazing.
to be a LeBron fan because this.
And
dude,
I like Luka. And look, y'all. Where I think, man, tell Joe to shut up. That's what Terry said. Terry a hater. What I
Terry,
think,
you have
keep
said
talking, keep
nothing
talking.
worthwhile in all your comments.
keep
so far.
talking, keep talking.
what I say about Luka is this. He has a chance to be the all-time greatest man. But the reason I asked that question because I knew where Mike was going to go
No.
with his praise of Luka early. He's going to
Yeah,
over.
he won't be better than
He's
Dirk.
gonna,
Yeah,
Rod,
Luka's gonna be a top 10 player, and he's not better than Dirk.
Rod, and retarded. Terry, you're ignorant. He will not be better than Dirk.
He won't be better than Dirk. Yeah, I don't care if he win MVP. He won't. If he get a ring, if he get rings, we can talk.
Stop overrating him early. Is all I'm saying. Stop
No,
overrating
I said yeah, I might have him top 10.
him. Answer my question.
Pops, I said I got Harden fifth. My
Yeah,
dad be
he's-
hating on Harden.
He's drunk.
I got Harden's fifth. Harden's not top three. I
Harden's
can't.
top three.
If Harden, I will say this: if Rockets beat the Lakers, I'm put Harden over LeBron.
But he's
If Harden
already
beat the
over
Lakers.
LeBron. Oh,
He's
I
not
can't
over
wait till we
LeBron.
get to-
But let's go. He's not over LeBron.
LeBron
I
versus the
can't
rest
do
of
that.
the players about the social justice
Facebook
topics.
is live streaming.
They said LeBron was being out of control.
It's live streaming.
Terry, I'm going to get
I
to
agree
you.
with you, Terry.
I'm going to get to you because I'm about to expose you on a couple topics, you clown. You clown.
It's not in my chat.
All right, come on, let's go.
Terry don't even know how to dribble basketball, people, and he's talking basketball. Stop it, Terry. The people will find out.
Yeah,
the
Harden
truth
top
sooner
five,
than
Bob.
later. LeBron versus the rest of the NBA players. People said that LeBron walked out of the meeting last week when they talked about the boycotts, and because LeBron wanted to play, but the players really, some of the players didn't want to play, and then LeBron came to his senses after telling the players like that they were beneath him.
I disagree, Tyler.
Do you think that LeBron was wrong, or do you think the players should show LeBron more respect, the younger players? Because Stephen A. said the younger players did not like how LeBron came off in that meeting about social justice and about boycott.
Because LeBron didn't want to boycott. He wanted to keep playing,
He
right?
wanted to keep. He didn't want to end the season. He wanted to keep playing.
Okay, so the reason I agree with the players of not really listening to him because I'm fine with LeBron wanting to keep playing the season, but I do feel like sometimes his social justice may be a little fake sometimes. I'm starting to see that a little bit. I'm starting to see it maybe a little fake sometimes because he try to act like he about it, but sometimes he really not. I'm fine with he can make any decision he want, but don't try to act like you about it when stuff get real. Then you want to keep playing this stuff. So I don't know. I don't think LeBron. I don't think he's 100% truthful with his social justice stuff.
You say you don't think LeBron 100%?
I don't think at first I did, but I don't think 100%. Sometimes I do think he do it for show. I do think he do it for show sometimes, but I do think he genuine with it. He genuine with it, but I do think he do it for show.
And I think, well,
I do. I'm starting to think
I'm
that.
agreeing with the younger players because I think like they kind of like us, where this new generation is not like we're not trying to hear any type of y'all can still go out there and play this game or y'all can still go do this. No, the new generation like we're not playing for people.
He said y'all disrespectful. No, I know you're a LeBron fan starting, but
that's old, Mike. He like we not playing for people. We not playing for people that is okay with what's happening in our streets. We not playing for people that's not okay with our rights. We not playing for people that's going to stand silent to the same cities we play in, and we see what happened to Jacob Blake, and that's why the Milwaukee Bucks boycotted everything because they wanted to show people that this is not something that we gonna stand for. And I had no problem with the boycott ending early because
I didn't either.
To me, it's like the players can only do so much because players are not political in a way. They do have a platform.
They have a job. This is their job too.
But their job was to get their owner's attention, and their job is basically I don't go with this is their job too because their job basically is not going to get taken away from them because if they do decide to stop playing, that is going to put more pressure on the owners to do something. The owners ain't going to just say, Giannis, you're never allowed back in the NBA because he's one of the best NBA players on the
people
world.
can do that. Regular people can do that too with their companies if they want.
Do what?
Like people can do that
No,
to
Mike,
their company. Stop working.
No, what I'm saying, Mike, is Best Buy can replace you. Best Buy can replace me. The NBA cannot replace.
That's a good point. Yeah. You can't replace. That's a good point. That's a good point. No, they wouldn't be. They wouldn't get the ratings that they replace. That's a good point.
They're not gonna get the ratings. What I'm saying is, if LeBron and Giannis and Kawhi sits down, I guarantee you those owners.
But companies will take a hit if multiple people did it at once. They can hire more people.
Well, they would take a hit, Mike. But I'm saying it wouldn't. What I'm telling you with the NBA can actually do something. That's all I feel like. I don't feel like our jobs now. If you was making $100 million, yeah, you could do something. When I'm saying with the NBA, they can do something because if Giannis sits down and leave, just Giannis. Everybody else on the West can play, but if Giannis say he's not playing, I guarantee you that owner's going to go to City Hall in Milwaukee and do whatever the hell he got to do.
Yeah.
Whatever Giannis wants. LeBron do the same thing. So that's what I mean by that is the power they hold. So I do like the fact
They
that
have
set
a brand.
out.
I agree with Ty. They have a brand in the job.
I do like the fact that they set out and show the owners that they will do this if it needs to be done. But I don't, and that's the thing. I don't think new players care about their brand because they know, like nowadays,
Well, a lot of the young players don't got a brand yet.
they don't care about it though, Mike. I'm saying that would be when you're young. That would be when you want to be silent, so you can get the brand going, so you can get these opportunities. But when you brash about your stuff now, that shows me, at least that shows me, who in the same fight as y'all, who do the same thing in Brotherly Differences. Like I don't care about a corporate job. If I did, I probably wouldn't do Brotherly Differences the way I do. I wouldn't talk about the topics the way we do. What I'm telling you is, the younger players, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I agree with them on this. They don't care about a brand because they care about what's right. Because they know that a brand ain't gonna really do nothing. Like social media nowadays is a new phenomenon. You can become famous off social media. So nowadays brands, and that's what I'm trying to tell people. We gotta stop thinking that this is Jordan era and the Kobe era. No, this is a new era where now, to me, brands don't mean that much because social media can
Brands
get you,
do mean something. It do.
I really don't think so. I think
that.
social media can get you popping. Like there's people on Wild 'N Out now that made like DC Young Fly. He didn't have no brands. He got famous because of social media. And what I'm saying
But
is,
he's starting to get his little brand now. And if he says something out of
Yeah.
pocket, he's
Yeah, now-
gone.
Hey, what about that kid on YouTube?
but James, you get what I'm saying? This is why brands don't matter. What I'm saying is, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they don't have a brand right now, but they're still out being public. What I'm saying is, even if they don't get a brand because they're doing this, they're already famous enough and they're known by enough people on social media where they're going to be good for the rest of their lives. They might
Nah,
not have
that's not- I
LeBron
don't
money.
agree with that.
Yes, they will, Mike.
Like DC Young Fly, if he
I
started
didn't
getting
say
that,
DC, I said Jaylen Brown and like Tatum and
oh, Jaylen Brown, oh,
like
my
Jaylen
bad,
Brown was
okay.
out in the protest.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
out there, so if he don't get a brand because he's out
Oh,
in the
yeah,
protest,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. NBA players are going to be
Yeah,
fine.
but they
so I
ain't
don't think-
LeBron either. LeBron is
Mike, everybody don't have to be LeBron.
Well-
Everybody don't need $100 million. If Jaylen Brown got $50 million, that's okay for him. This is my point. Why I'm telling you, they're not LeBron. That's why they came at LeBron in this meeting, and that's why I'm telling you. That's why I rock with the young players.
low key.
They don't
Jaylen
give a-
Brown with the
They don't give a damn
Jaylen
about
Brown
a
with it,
brand.
low key.
That's what I'm telling you.
Jaylen
Tyler.
Brown with it,
I
low
get
key.
what you're Tyler saying. Nobody's disagreeing with y'all. My point is they don't care about a brand because if they cared about a brand,
What's that
they
kid that got
wouldn't
famous
be
on
as
YouTube?
public as they are.
What's that kid that got famous on YouTube? He was a YouTube all-star. He got famous. I can't remember his name.
That's what
right
I
now.
don't
He's
really
short.
believe in brands no more for
I can't think of
endorsement.
his
Like
name.
I really think social media can do that for you now. Social media is
Social
the brand.
media
What's that kid's name?
They
A lot of
get
people bring
shows too. Though.
themselves.
Social
Real
media
short.
get people popping, but they're
Real
chosen.
fast.
Mike,
They're
you can
shows.
be
Yeah,
chosen,
famous
but you
on
don't.
YouTube.
You're not branded. If we get
Yeah,
famous
I
on
can't think of
Facebook,
his name.
that don't mean we're branded. We
The
got
name in
famous off
itself
of
is a brand, though.
we got famous off of the views. You get famous.
That's
off
a
of
good point,
your
but
views.
DC Young Fam still want to get in them movies and stuff. Only saying what they are for money. I agree with that.
I agree with
They
you.
got
now.
a brand, but-
LeBron. That's LeBron. That's what they talk about with the Nike stuff. That he only says certain stuff and Nike still cutting him a check. What I'm saying is Jaylen Brown and them will speak out against Nike.
Well, that's
That
the same
is
with all
my
these
point.
businesses saying stuff.
You
These
think they
young
would,
players-
though?
Mike, these young players are speaking out. Richard Sherman is one that still speaks out in the NFL, and he's in his late 20s, early 30s. This new generation, y'all gonna see it. They speak out, and what I'm telling you is
John Morant low key be
speaking out. That's what I'm telling you. And these white owners that so-called that y'all really care about this brand, I'm telling you, they only waving that in your face because they think they have power. But once these players know the power they have, and I think these young players do know the power they have, that brand shit y'all talking about don't matter no more because the
CJ Brown
owners.
still playing though.
You said what?
They
Mike,
still playing.
because it's mutual beneficial. And like I told you, the players only can do so much. But I guarantee you that they're playing because the owners came, and I guarantee you the owners came to them.
Hey, I know. Agree, Terry.
Social
Social
media
media
ain't
ain't
paying
paying
as much
same as
as
Nike.
Terry, who do y'all think? LeBron is the only person that got that type of Nike contract. You clown. Do you know that Kawhi left Jordan because he was only getting paid $4 million a year? Everybody don't get them endorsement deals, you dummy.
Curry not with Nike, but Under Armour about to be good with Under Armour.
Mike, everybody don't. You name
No,
Curry,
everybody don't get it.
LeBron,
Everybody
and
don't
James
get it.
Harden. Name me-
Kyrie don't got a big contract, but I know Nike probably pay him something.
Mike, he don't get paid no.
James
$20
Harden
million.
got a big James Harden got a
James
big
Harden,
one.
Curry, and LeBron. Name me another player that's getting paid $20 million from an endorsement. None of them.
Harden and
So
LeBron
Terry,
get more than
don't
that.
tell me about 3 players that the NBA has over 300 players, dog. So no.
No, I don't agree with you.
I don't agree with you.
The brand stuff.
No,
People
I
got a
say young
brand.
players don't care about their brand. They don't care.
They
about
don't now, but if they get a brand, we'll see. We'll see when they get a brand.
Well, Mike, how do
So
you get a
it's
brand?
for
You
people
get a brand by Coonan, doing what LeBron did. That's how you get a brand.
I'm not gonna go there.
You
LeBron
don't
ain't
get-
cooning.
Why don't you think
What
Corey
about the
Holcomb?
baller brand?
Mike, why don't you
Isn't
think
that
Corey
cool?
Holcomb got a brand? People like that don't get brands. That's what I'm telling you. People like Jaylen Brown and them don't get the brands because they're unpopular. They're speaking about unpopular things. They're fighting about
But
unpopular
LeBron ain't
things.
cooning. No, I won't go that far.
When did LeBron start speaking about social media, social justice? He never spoke about it before he got that. He never spoke about those social justice concepts until lately, Mike. LeBron wasn't doing this in Cleveland. He wasn't doing this. He did get those brands, and now he's starting to speak
Yeah,
about
LeBron the most popular
What
player
are
in
you
the league
talking
too,
about?
though. Yeah, he ain't no coon. I ain't gonna go that far.
it. Look, like I said, I'm not saying he cooning, but he definitely wasn't doing none of this like Jaylen Brown and him is doing it.
But
in
like
the
I
early
said,
part
I
of
need
their
to see.
career.
I need to see if Jaylen Brown
LeBron wasn't doing
Jaylen
this.
Brown will get that big contract with Nike.
Mike,
and
my
see what
point
he
is-
do.
Cool and stuff.
My point is, LeBron wasn't doing this in college, or he wasn't doing this in Cleveland in 03 and 09. Jaylen Brown's only 22 years old, dude. Don't forget that he's doing it now. He's not 30. He's not 31.
But
He's
let's
only
see
22.
if he does get a brand. Like you got to be marketable to get a brand. LeBron is blowing,
And my point-
blowing test scores out the water.
That's my point, Mike. Jaylen Brown demeanor is not marketable. It's not marketable to be out here doing.
Well,
what
even
he's
if he
doing.
wasn't doing that, he wouldn't be marketable.
Tatum is on his side.
But I'm
Tatum
saying
might be great.
even if they would,
What about Tatum? No, you
I'm
just said
saying
Tatum
if
be a
they
top
was
5
cool-
player in the next few years.
But that don't mean he'll get a big Nike contract. It's a lot of players who top 5, and it's top 5 players who don't get LeBron.
All the
type-
top ones we just named, dude. LeBron, Harden, and
LeBron, Harden, and Curry. You just named
But
them.
that's 3 top 5 players.
That's 3.
KD got a nice little contract.
Kyrie got a nice contract, and Kyrie speak out. Kyrie got a nice contract with Nike. Kyrie shoes is up there with LeBron's and them with sales.
That just happened. Kyrie shoes.
Yeah, it just happened like 2 years ago. Yeah, it just happened.
It just happened.
With
And Kyrie, and didn't people get on Kyrie because they said they didn't think he was genuine? So did people say that? What I'm telling you is Jaylen Brown and them is doing it before. That is a lot different than doing it when you have the money, Mike. It's easy to get something from somebody and start doing something. To me, it shows me a lot more before you get your big payday, before you get your big marketing deal, whatever the case may be, and you're doing this type of stuff. That's all I'm saying. You and Terry not listening to that. What I'm saying is from 03 to 09, show me a video of LeBron speaking about social injustice. You can't because there's not one out there. You can't show
Not
me.
but LeBron been doing it at least like the last 5 years.
What did I just say, James?
Just
When he
about
was
the last
already
5
well
years.
established and had his money, right? In 2015, he was already established, right?
Yeah.
But you
Okay,
gotta understand
that's my
though.
point.
But you gotta understand though. We in the time with that now. Like social media is popping now, so they have that platform. Like what I think Terry just said, or maybe Sterling. Who just
Mike,
said
the
that?
players ain't doing it on social media. What I'm saying is Jaylen Brown and them is out there in the streets.
LeBron probably paved the way for him to speak up more too, though, low key.
You got to know how to play the game, though, Ryan. You know this. Terry, what game? It ain't no game.
So
If you
it's
are
a
in
game,
the
it's
NBA,
a
Jaylen
game.
Brown's in the NBA, ain't no game, man.
It's a
either What's
game.
right or what's wrong. Ain't no
Certain
game.
players play the game. Some people, like I said, Corey Holcomb don't play the game. He go say whatever he want, and you see he not marketable.
But he making a living for himself.
But he got his own money. But don't let Corey Holcomb fool you though, because
What do you mean
he'll
fool you? He
tap
got
dance a
money.
little bit for Kevin Hart and them to get in the movie. So he would.
Tell me
That's
he'll
my
tap that-
boy.
Like Kevin Hart might
Julian
be his
Newman.
guy.
That's the little kid's name I was trying to think of.
Julian.
He got famous on YouTube. His dad's his coach.
Yeah, but
He's got
he a
whole
joke
brand,
now.
But he's a joke. So
His head
Maybe
got
you're-
too big. Yeah.
to bring it to your point, the brands don't mean as much anymore because
That's
it's
what
gotten
I'm
watered
saying.
down.
LeBron Ball got a brand now.
Ball, but I would
And
say
he don't
Ball-
cool at
Ball,
all.
That's when they start
Well, he
switching
made his
over.
own.
But he
brand.
made his own. Yeah.
But his sons ain't even tied to his brand. So what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. LeVar got X'd out, and LeVar speaks out. What I'm saying, Mike, is
No, but he still got. He doing his
and
thing though.
James, I agree exactly what you said. Nowadays, people are going to make their own.
They all
brands,
make that hush
man.
money into the system. Yeah.
I wouldn't say all of them, Highland. A good majority of them is, but I wouldn't say all of them because, like I said, I don't think these younger players is. Some of them. Like I think they really with it. Like John Morant, Jaylen Brown, Tatum,
Yeah,
Marcus
some with
Smart.
it. It was
I
some
really
with
think
it.
they really
Craig
with
Hodges
it.
was with it. He got blackballed out the league.
Like Craig Hodges ain't these players.
No, they're not.
as
No,
good
no,
as,
he's
like,
not as
some
good
of
as
them.
them. Yeah, you're right.
Like
Superstar
so,
speak
if
out.
you just like a
Good
role
point.
player and stuff like that, and you speak out, yeah, you more likely to get shushed under the rug. But I'm saying these are young players that people are saying gonna be promising players, and they're doing it early. That to me, that's just something different that we haven't seen in our
That's
generation
true.
of growing up. It's just something different.
Speaking out is marketable
We
now.
didn't see Muhammad Ali grow up. We didn't
Man,
see Muhammad Ali.
That's a cynical way. Look, I mean, we got to just roll down the hill with everything. Then,
What's the cynical way of looking at it, Joe?
well, I mean, I get that, like it's marketable, but that's what we say about how you can't really listen. to
LeBron
everything
haters
that everybody
how?
says. And that's why we can't listen to everything that every business says.
But we gotta be careful not to
How
politicize
LeBron hater?
sports.
Exactly.
This Rod getting on
That's-
LeBron. I
that's
ain't even
what you're
getting
saying.
on
I'm
him.
not getting on LeBron. All I'm saying
He's a
is
LeBron hater.
no. All I said about LeBron is I disagree with him coming at the new players saying that he did a lot for the league. They was beneath him because
Sterling,
they
when
wanted
you
to
got
speak
LeBron
out.
ranked all the time?
Because they
Please
wanted,
don't say GOAT.
because they
But when you
wanted
got LeBron
because
ranked?
they wanted
Sterling.
to speak out. That's all I'm saying about LeBron. He was trying to basically shush them, acting like they wanted to cancel the league. When no, they just wanted to put pressure on the owners and bring attention to a situation that happened in Kenosha that needed to happen. And the fact that LeBron walked out of the meeting because he was mad that these players felt strongly about what they felt, how they
I
felt.
think he was mad that they didn't
That's a problem
they
for
didn't
me.
do it as a they
Because
didn't do it
they
like
had
as a
talked
whole
about
league.
it. They had planned it, and then I think they
No,
just,
one thing I think LeBron he
That's
wanted
a
he
problem
wanted to
for
be
me.
the center of attention for it probably, and the Bucks was the center of attention for it. They actually did it. So
But I know Sterling, a lot of y'all gonna say people LeBron.
Sterling,
haters.
LeBron, he a LeBron
When
fan
you
though.
talk
So
about LeBron, when people talk about LeBron, but I don't care if people call me a LeBron hater because I just try to.
well, it is
for
the
both
truth
sides.
though.
But I'm not a LeBron hater. I spit the facts about LeBron. Like I said, LeBron did
No,
do a
you
lot
don't.
for that school. The school he built in Cleveland or in Akron.
Tax money.
That's a. That's
A lot of that's tax money.
but
Don't
still,
be fooled.
Those kids get the, those,
Okay, Sterling, I mess with you.
Those kids get to go to.
I
those-
got LeBron top 5.
Those kids get to go to that school. I appreciate that, looking out for the youth. But it's like, dude, what I'm saying is, to me, LeBron's voice can
No,
carry way
not
more.
that.
LeBron's voice can carry way more weight on top of the voices of these players.
Terry, what you
And for
sipping
him-
on tonight?
And for him to act like he was acting, to me, is just. To me, the way he was acting is just, it comes off as like snobbish and egotistical, like, I'm LeBron, I'm the GOAT. But I blame people like you and the rest of LeBron fans for him acting the way he acted.
Yeah, stop
he's
it,
been the
Rob.
chosen one since 16.
Yeah, stop.
man.
Not see, Sterling. I'm not saying all this, but
I'm just saying.
I'm not saying all this. I don't agree with that.
Was Chauncey Billups' comments about AI out of line?
Yeah, Chauncey Billups stuff
Hey,
was out of
man.
line because he said he beat the. You
did.
didn't beat the Lakers, Chauncey Billups. You got
1
friends
hour.
in MVP, but you didn't beat the
I
Lakers.
see we at 1 hour.
So stop it, Chauncey Billups.
The real
But go
talk
ahead.
sake will be. Yeah, Chauncey Billups need to stop. His comments was, I got the Nuggets better.
He did an
After
amazing
AI.
thing. He did, Sterling.
I beat the Lakers. Iverson lost to him, and he was the first Bella Hall of Famer. I should be in the Hall of Fame. Chauncey chilling. Iverson is
Chauncey
one of the
probably should be
greatest
Hall of
of
Fame,
all
but
time.
stop it.
No, Chauncey Billups not in the top
Iverson
50.
better than you.
Chauncey Billups not top 50 all time. Iverson top 20 without a ring. Iverson's top 20 all time.
I can tell you taking good shots.
Cheers, brother.
But yeah, stop it, Chauncey. That's all I gotta say. Stop it. Don't even.
Chauncey belongs on the show with the other hater. Sterling, you're welcome to come on the show. I'll expose you about LeBron. And you wait till the next topic, Sterling. I got something for you. I just got my page blocked because of y'all show.
Wait.
Hell no, Terry. You ignorant.
For real?
Yep.
He been cussing on here. I told him not to cuss on here. Every time he cuss,
Oh,
they block him.
Yeah, like his comments won't come up on mine.
His comments-
oh,
Yeah.
dear.
I'm dead. They
Stop
blocked
cursing
that
so
fool.
much, Terry.
They blocked that fool. That's what he get. But yeah, Chauncey out of line. Chauncey, you should be in the Hall of Fame. But see, that's that sucker ducker to me. Because
Facebook.
you should be in the Hall of Fame, but you got to bring up another man that's in the Hall of Fame to act like that's why you should be in the Hall of Fame. And then you're going to bring up another man that's one of the GOATs of shooting guards. You need to chill out,
And
Chauncey.
he didn't beat the Lakers by itself.
Well,
though. He
I'm
had
not
like-
even going to even address that, Mike, because some things don't need to be addressed.
Yeah.
But Chauncey, you need to chill out. And also, you didn't get the Nuggets better. Come on, man, stop. Obviously, got traded to the Nuggets. He didn't get a full season with them. And then when he did, Melo.
They did go to West Conference Finals once they got rid of Iverson.
That was because of Melo, Mike. Melo got better. Too.
With Chauncey leadership,
Melo got
leadership
better.
was different. Chauncey played better D than Iverson. He's not better than Iverson, but
Melo got better. That's all I got to say. Melo got better. And that's what he was asking the other day at the court. They
Sterling,
said,
you got LeBron number 2 all time?
was young Luka better than young Melo?
Was young Luka better than young Melo? Somebody said young Luka was better than young LeBron. Young Luka wasn't better than young LeBron.
I'm done, y'all. Somebody else come take my spot on Brotherly Differences.
Yeah, Rod, Luka's second year is better than Melo in his second year.
Melo made the playoffs as a rookie. What did Luka do?
Luka to make it as a rookie,
And the
but
Nuggets were bad the year before because they was the second pick when they were the
LeBron
third
to make it as a rookie, yeah, he's still better than Melo. So,
Well, you do become better when you start playing with other greats and
Rod, he went to the finals his 4th year. Melo didn't,
and got swept.
but Melo didn't go to the finals.
So I mean, Mike, I don't care.
Melo played with people
Mike,
too
don't bring up
long.
the finals if we can't talk about. I'm saying I don't count 07 against LeBron, so don't bring it up for him either. Because I don't count it against him, so don't bring it up for him. For real. Like, that's what I'm saying.
But you just brought a playoffs though. You just brought a
No,
playoffs
but
for
I'm
Melo.
saying, no, I didn't. I said Melo went to playoffs as a rookie. And
Okay.
so I'm saying Luka didn't do that.
Okay.
And don't bring up LeBron won a title.
I'm saying
LeBron
LeBron didn't make it as a rookie. He's still better than Melo.
Yeah, we know why LeBron's better than Melo. Because when he went to Miami, that changed.
Well, we talking about the second year. I think young
When he went to Miami,
Luke,
that changed
second year
LeBron's
Luke is
career.
better than second
When
year
did
Melo.
Melo do what LeBron did? That's why arguably if Melo would have did what LeBron did, he can have a few rings, and then we will have a different discussion.
When is Melo? How many MVPs Melo got? How many All NBA defensive teams Melo got? How many what's the name? How many All NBA first teams he got? So what I'm saying is more. It's just like let's just stop. What's the next topic? Like it's not even a
Yeah,
conversation.
it's not even a conversation. LeBron got all those accolades, but why when him and Melo used to go head to head in their primes?
Melo used to give him buckets.
Yeah, bucket all the
Cubs
time.
are overrated.
Out of nowhere.
No, he doing that. Highland doing that to get at me, but I'm not going to take the bait. We're number one in the NL Central right now, so
It's a new sport.
That's all that
Talking about
matters.
something different.
we're number one in the
Something
NL
different.
Central.
We'll make it a basketball show.
All right,
Or a
let's
baseball
get
show.
to the last topic of the NBA, y'all. Then we done. We had a heavy NBA section there, as y'all see, because there's been a lot to talk about since we've been away from y'all a week ago. Okay, about a week ago.
Yeah, I ain't gonna talk. The
Bears
Bears
still suck.
made me mad last year.
Y'all, we might not
So-
do the real talk section today. We might have to say that for next week.
Let's maybe do one topic.
Yeah, we do because we got to talk about the children. We
Okay.
don't talk about the children. We don't do one topic.
All right.
We just got a few more sports topics that, man, hey, it's teed up. But the Bears do suck, Sterling. Say that, man.
Yeah,
That's
Vikings
a
fan.
segue.
Sterling the Vikings.
Sterling, that's a segue for the next topic. See, I like Sterling. Well, kinda. He talking this LeBron stuff, so I don't know about Sterling yet. The jury's still out on you, Sterling Brown. I hope you're a good dude. But
Sterling can hoop too.
okay, I like it. He live in Minnesota.
Yeah.
We might have to get him out to a hoop session one of these
I
days.
mean, what does it mean if Mike says it though?
Bears will be better than
Bears,
what'd he say? What'd he say?
Bow bow, shots fired. He
What'd he
said, what
say?
does it mean
I'll
if Mike
play
said?
him, Mike.
You-
Bears will be better than Vikings fans. All right, let's go.
Check my brother for narcotics, methamphetamines.
Vikings did just get
Check
Jacksonville.
up all that.
They
Check
did
up
just
all
get
that.
a
Yes,
good.
lose weight.
Vikings did just get a
You
man.
feel me?
Vikings got a nice defensive player.
Yannick Ngakwe, one of the best defensive ends in the league. Boy.
Yeah, that's
Go!
that might be nasty.
But let's talk about the NBA playoffs, people. Topic I've been waiting on. Round 2 has started. Oh yeah, round 2 has started. And it was a series that we all know. I'm going to go first on this one. Because we all know what I've been waiting on. I've been telling y'all since about November.
What have you been waiting for, Rod?
Heat Bucks. Thanks for asking, Joe. And it's not over yet, so I don't even want to really talk about it. It's only 2-0 because I said we're going to win in 6.
Wake me up when Bucks win in 6.
But, James, where the camera at? Because it needs to be right here on me right now.
I ain't got those capabilities yet.
It's right
All you
there.
gotta do
Alright.
is just
Well, the camera needs to be on me right now because I'm here to tell y'all this.
get closer. Don't break.
Wake me up when Bucks win in
If
6.
Miami wins tomorrow,
Yeah, if Miami win tomorrow, it's over.
You gotta be kidding me.
if Miami win tomorrow, it will be a sweep. We will sweep the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. And y'all heard me say why.
No, Lakers beat Houston.
Y'all
Star.
heard me say why.
Close, man.
Y'all heard me say why we were going to beat them.
No, Pops, that's not Sterling Brown from
Y'all
Southern.
heard me say why we were going to beat them because we're 10
That's a
deep.
different one.
We got bodies to throw at Giannis. And we got 10 deep. We got anybody that can score anywhere. And like I said, the Bucks supporting cast is tight. They get tight in the clutch
Lakers beat
situation.
Rockets, Sterling.
The bucket situation, the bucket support cast is not that good to me, and I told Mike that. Brook Lopez has been having to carry them. We want that to continue to happen because then the series will really be over in 4. Like, it really will be over in 4. Bledsoe can't guard Dragic. I told y'all that. So, that series is on Heat Nation.
Alright, it's my
and
turn
I told
yet.
y'all what the Heat's going to do.
It's my turn
Celtics,
yet.
Raptors, that's not done. And the last,
What up, Morgan?
The last series I want to get to, because we agree on Clippers and Nuggets, we know what's going to happen. Houston, Lakers.
Rod about to make excuses for Rockets.
Houston is 7, but
Rockets not beating Lakers. Wait, you pick Rockets.
I'm picking the Rockets because I hate the Lakers.
But I'm
I hate
saying,
the
you're using emotions.
No.
You just say you're not using emotion?
I'm not.
You about to pick Houston in 7, but you're about to make excuses on why they about to lose.
I'm not. You just told me to. I'm about to give my. I'm about to give
Alright,
my
go ahead,
reason.
man.
I'm about to give my reason
Go ahead.
before you cut me off.
All right, go ahead.
Houston is 7. Cam Star, I like that. Houston is 7.
Bucks beating the Heat in 6.
Houston is 7 because
Wake me up,
I
Cam.
hate the Lakers and James Harden is the best player in the series.
LeBron's the best player in the series.
The reason
you hear this,
why
Sterling?
the reason why the Lakers will win, if they do win,
It's an excuse. There's hating.
is because of the matchup the Rockets
Lakers beat Houston.
is the matchup that the Rockets pose to the Lakers. The Rockets have a lineup of 6'8", 6'6", 6'5", 6'4", 6'7". The Lakers 7 feet, 6'9", 6'8",
Hey,
6'7".
I don't care about none of that. You talking about Dwight Howard,
So-
who played with Harden.
Dwight Howard don't start.
Okay, but Rod, let me tell you this. Don't bring size in it.
Size has a lot to do with this, man. It's about
The
matchups.
Westbrook and Harden to
Did
me.
you not say back in the NBA it's about matchups?
Yes, yeah, matchup.
Okay then. So the
But I'm
Rockets
saying,
matchup
why
with
do you
Lakers-
got Rockets in 7 if you bring in size?
Because James Harden is going to have to dominate the series and show you he's better than LeBron to win the series. And I think
Yeah, if Rockets win this series, I'm putting Harden over LeBron. If Rockets win this series, I am.
It's going to be a 7. Whoever wins is going to be a 7. So the Lakers,
Lakers do,
It's
look.
not going to be what they did to the Blazers.
Dude,
It's
I
not going to be what
just-
they did to the Blazers.
everybody, Harden's my favorite player right now. I don't trust him, man. I really, I'm talking about in just high critical moments. I just don't trust the man no
What
more.
do you mean you don't trust him?
I just, I don't know.
You know
I
why
just
you don't
don't
trust
trust
Harden?
him.
You know why Mike don't trust Harden, y'all? Because
Morgan Terry, y'all hear this?
nobody can't trust James Harden. Mike, no. You don't trust Harden because he has no player to set him an adamant pick and roll. He has nobody he can pass to in the post. He has nobody that can go
But
to the rebound.
dude, I think Westbrook and
You
Harden
think-
like playing like this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what you think.
So that's why I'm not using size as an excuse. Celtics go small.
Celtics.
And the Raptors are big.
Raptors are big.
So, and the
Right,
Celtics
stop.
up 2-1 against
The
them, so
Raptors
don't
are
bring
big.
in
When they
size.
play with Gasol,
Dude.
no, when they play with Gasol and Ibaka, that's what they play with.
Dude, the
Gasol
Lakers
barely
go
come in.
as LeBron and AD. LeBron and AD facilitate
Who
that
argue?
team very good.
Who
They're
argue?
role players.
Argue this is for real. It's past my bedtime.
Y'all gotta have an earlier show.
Yeah,
Hey,
Highland.
Holland, I gotta get up too. I feel you.
We appreciate
Sorry.
you, man. I see you, Highland, this next coming week.
We
man.
gonna get
We
better,
appreciate
Holland. Keep coming. Keep coming.
We appreciate the love and support, Highland. But no, Mike, it's not. Of course, LeBron and AD are going to leave the Lakers. But I'm saying they're going to be the best players on the Lakers. See, you always bring up stuff that nobody's talking about. Of course, they're going to be the best player on the Lakers. They are the best players on the Lakers, regardless.
What I'm
But
saying
my
is, I
point
feel like
is
that's the X factor of the
size.
series.
No, the X factor of the series is the size component that the Lakers pose to a small ball playing Rockets team. That Jeff Green is the tallest player that comes on the court.
But
for
I
the
think the
Rockets.
Rockets like playing like that.
Mike, I don't care what they like. As a player, you can't
So
say
that's
that.
why I'm not using an excuse. I really do think Harden and Westbrook
James.
like playing small.
Joe, y'all played on teams when your coach, if you're on the floor, right? If you're on the floor and your coach got a lineup in that you're not necessarily happy with, if you're on the floor, you don't care about anything else because you're on the floor, right? Right? You're not gonna sit there and voice
But
your
if a
opinion.
team wants to play small, to me that's not an excuse.
What do
That's
you
your
mean if the
fault
team
for
want to
wanting
play
to play
small?
small.
Mike, that coach want to play small. Don't bring
I
up
think Harden and Westbrook do too because it poses mismatches.
this dude. Just
You
said-
still got to
no.
guard fight like Rod.
I mean, Rod, you don't think Harden had something to do with it?
I think Harden and
No,
Westbrook had something to do
because
with
Joe,
wanting to play small.
if you look at D'Antoni's, like I try to tell Mike, his track record, no. They argue with me in the group, Joe, that Sean Marion was a power forward because D'Antoni had to play power forward for 4 years. He is a small forward. Amari Stoudemire is a power forward, and he
But
plays
he
center.
played power forward.
Melo went to New York. Melo is what? What is Melo? Go look up what he played in
No,
New York.
three.
He was a power forward in New York.
Chandler will be getting more minutes with the Rockets, maybe. But dude,
He
I'm
should
telling
get
y'all.
more minutes.
No, I think Lakers go win in 6. I said 5 yesterday in the group, but I do think Lakers will beat the Rockets in 6. But to me, I think it's really going to come down to if Harden and Westbrook is going to lead the team. You gotta lock in defensively.
The
You
Lakers-
can't have stupid turnovers. Watch the game. Dude, Westbrook and Harden last
Do you know
in the clutch.
LeBron lead the playoff in turnovers? You talking about
You
watching
said
the game?
LeBron lead the playoff in
he
turnovers?
averaged
His
five-
hands so
He averaged
much
5 turnovers a
time,
game in
though.
the playoffs. Harden averaged 3.
But let me
LeBron
tell
averaged 5 turnovers a
I
game.
said the lackadaisical
5 a
turnovers
game.
in the clutch, not just all the
Wait,
turnovers.
LeBron ain't make turnovers because
But
he
James,
played again.
he does have the ball a lot, but
He has the ball a whole
but
lot.
people get on Harden for having a lot of turnovers, and he has the ball a lot. So
Oh, yeah, so I don't want to hear about having the ball out.
No.
But James, also Mike bringing up the one thing about OKC weak to me, but OKC was also a top 5 defensive team in the league. So Mike bringing up these turnovers. The reason why LeBron looked so clean versus the Blazers because they was 28th in defense. It's only 30 teams in the NBA. It's only 30
LeBron,
teams
they
in the
had
NBA.
turnovers at critical moments.
I guarantee you LeBron don't go off versus the Rockets like he did versus the Blazers. I guarantee you.
In game 4, with 28 seconds left, they was only down 1. Harden tried to throw it across
No, I
court.
don't got the Lakers winning, Morgan. I said the Lakers should win this series.
Ron got the Rockets winning.
I got the Rockets winning, but the Lakers should win this series. They have the advantage, size. The Lakers.
But
should
why
win
you don't
this
got the
series.
Lakers winning then?
I said they should win.
You said they should win. So you really think the Rockets can beat them?
Yes.
What? So you
I'm about
think?
to tell you why I think
Okay,
Rockets
go
win.
ahead.
Because LeBron is not going to do what he did to the Rockets versus the Blazers. I guarantee y'all LeBron on average over 25 versus the Rockets. The Blazers play no defense. The Rockets low-key got D. Low-key, the Rockets was like number 7 defensively.
In the playoffs, I don't go by this, but in the playoffs, this how they rank them. Defensive rating, Rockets number 1 defense.
Rockets had D before the playoffs, so they
No.
were saying this in the season. The Rockets low-key
But in the
got
playoffs,
D.
Rockets, they said on
So-
ESPN, they Rockets the number 1 defense, but it's by defensive rating,
So,
and I don't like that stat.
So, Morgan, to answer your question, I don't think that Anthony Davis, because Mike trying to act like Anthony Davis is this player all of a sudden. He got out the
with
first
LeBron,
round. He
with
got-
LeBron.
Okay, so add that. But I'm about to tell you, LeBron, watch. Covington is low-key going to lock LeBron ain't do nothing versus the Blazers. He was able to dominate the Blazers.
LeBron averaged
He was able to-
27, 10 and 10 versus
He
the
was able
Blazers.
to, who was it? Gary Trent was guarding him. So I respect Gary
No.
Trent from Minnesota.
What's going
I
to get the
respect
Lakers
Gary
problems?
Trent.
What's going to get the Lakers problems is
They
Harden.
can't go
No,
Harden.
versus the Thunder, they had somebody for Harden.
No.
Nobody in the Lakers can guard Harden. Avery Bradley's gone, and Harden will cook Danny Green. LeBron
Avery
ain't
Bradley
gonna-
can't even guard James.
No, he can't guard him, but he gives Harden
No,
problems.
he don't.
No, he gives Harden problems.
No, he don't.
Like,
No, he don't.
that's going to be the problem with the Lakers,
See,
and
this
that's why I
what I'm
think the
telling you. Mike
Rockets
don't
going
watch
to win the
games.
cup.
He said he
I
did.
do.
Mike
No.
Derrick Rose was eating Avery Bradley
Right.
up
When
10
they
years
played the
ago
Lakers,
with a
no, when they
Stop.
played the Lakers in LA, Harden only had 12 points. Avery Bradley's giving him problems.
Mike,
Westbrook
this
was
could be
killing.
at 12 points one game.
No, I'm saying he.
But when you say that about somebody when LeBron had 8 versus JJ Barea, I'll say yeah, probably JJ Barea.
I said LeBron choked in 2011.
But did that problem versus JJ Barea? Did
JJ
that
Barea was guarding Harden.
Yes, he was.
No,
He
he
guarded
guarded
LeBron.
Harden on the
He guarded
switch,
LeBron.
and he did a trade.
He guarded
I mean,
LeBron.
he did a charge.
Jason Kidd was guarding LeBron that series a lot.
No.
Yes, he was.
Mary was guarding. No, he guarded him on certain
Mike,
switches.
stop. Marion got like 20 minutes a game.
Mary,
You wanna bring
no,
a minute per
a
game.
lot of people was guarding LeBron that series. Stevenson was guarding LeBron that series.
Wow. Stevenson.
No, I didn't say everybody can guard Harden. I said he gives Harden
I don't
problems.
care if Avery Bradley was that hard. He's going to average 30 this series with or without Avery Bradley.
He averaged 30 last series.
He averaged 29. You're petty.
It's not 30.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he averaged 29.8 points per game.
Oh, LeBron
87.
averaged 27, 10 and 10. And you said
Versus
he
the
didn't do that.
worst defensive team in the league!
Now you saying versus the worst defensive team.
It's 30
But you
teams.
said the Thunder's trash.
But but I also said the Thunder, they're one of the top rebounding and defensive teams in the league.
Okay, they had size. Rockets
Period.
beat them. They had size.
They don't have
Just
talent.
give the Lakers credit, Rod. Just say the Lakers gonna win. You think they'll win.
No, they're not
You're
gonna
using
win.
the size thing because you're hating on LeBron.
No.
You're trying to say you got a stacked team because
You
you
do got a
hate.
stacked team.
So why does the Rockets gonna win? Just because of Harden?
James Harden almost beat a stacked team already before it called the Warriors. He went 7 with them. He was up 3-2 on them.
Yeah.
So James Harden
Not
not
just James Harden. No, give Chris Paul a little
No, he
credit.
didn't play last 2 games. I can't get somebody who wasn't there the whole time last.
Well, they lost.
Wasn't at all.
Well, they lost.
I can't get. But what did he do when he was there?
I'm saying James
What
Harden
did he
was
do
the
when he was
leader,
there?
but I'm not
What
gonna give
did
him all the
Chris Paul
credit.
do when he was there in those 5 games?
If Lakers' history is over, I think Lakers will win in 6, Tommy.
I don't
Lakers in
think
6.
Lakers ain't gonna win this series.
And I will say this, I'm on record.
Tonight.
If Rockets win that series, I will say Harden better than LeBron.
He's already better than LeBron.
No,
Mike,
he's
stop
not.
it.
No, he's
Harden's
not.
already better than LeBron. Yes, he is. How did you have Harden?
I had at
So
the
wait,
beginning of the season, I had him ranked.
time out.
Blasphemy.
You had Harden ranked ahead of LeBron. This I want to
Yes.
think this. Then how did LeBron all of a sudden
With
come
new
over?
evidence, with the playoffs and
What
first round,
evidence?
and the trust factor. I trust
What
LeBron
evidence?
more from the first round.
What evidence?
From
though,
the first round, I
you
trust
jumped
LeBron,
LeBron
more
over
than
Harden.
Harden.
So wait,
No, not yet.
can I ask you what evidence? You can't just say
I
what
just
evidence.
said in the
Tell me
playoffs.
evidence. What evidence did you see that LeBron jumped Harden
In the
playoffs?
playoffs, I've seen evidence. I trust LeBron in the playoffs more than Harden.
So
That's why I
when
have him over
So time out,
Harden.
y'all. Y'all see what he do? When I say what
The
evidence?
first round, he averaged 27, 10, and 10.
So okay, this is what he do.
Last
y'all.
game
This-
7,
time out.
Harden
This,
struggled.
this is what he do. When I say, tell me the evidence, because this is what he like to say. He watches the games. I watch the games. So when I say evidence, I mean give me examples of how he jumped Harden in the rankings. So don't tell me what he averaged. 'Cause
Now,
I can go to
okay,
anybody's
let me
stats.
tell you.
I go to Doncic's stats
Game
and say he
7.
over Harden.
Okay.
No,
I-
it ain't go,
I
don't bring up. Let's talk about LeBron because LeBron
I
jumped
just
Harden.
said,
How
yes.
did LeBron jump Harden for playing the
No,
Blazers?
I told you my rankings stay the same to the next season. But you asking me who do I think better now coming to the series? I said
So,
LeBron
but I said,
because
so
I
he
trust
jumped
him
Harden.
more.
He
I
jumped
trust Harden more. I trust LeBron more than Harden in the playoffs. Harden last game scared me to trust him. So that's why I'm putting LeBron over Harden. I trust LeBron more. He has gave me evidence over his career to trust him
Over
more.
his career, he
Yes,
gave you
over his career,
What
he's
career?
gave me evidence.
Playing with top players.
No.
What career?
LeBron came to work. What you
Came to
mean?
work?
Don't try to. In 2018, they went to the finals. Like, stop it.
Oh, he
Don't
bring
act
up
like it's
18.
not
Oh, he bring up
evident.
18.
Okay.
He still had the best team in the East, Mike. He still had the best team in the East in 18. So
And he
stop.
went to the finals.
He had the best team in the East.
He went to the
Drew
finals.
James Harden
though.
got the best team
He-
in the
but
West.
Rod,
Drew James Harden got the best team in the West.
No,
Drew
not
James
right
Harden-
now.
No.
Stop
So why
bringing
you gotta
up
get to
the
the finals? Yes, because I'm telling you, that's the only time LeBron get to the
But I'm
finals.
saying,
It's when he got
LeBron
the best
has-
team.
but I'm
Because
saying,
last year,
Rod,
what did he do?
but Rod-
What did he do last year?
Rod, let me tell you this.
That's the only time he gets
Let's
to the finals.
talk about
Let's talk about it.
the last few
Go ahead.
years. I trust LeBron more because let's talk. Harden has
last
had some
few
flame out.
years?
Yes, Harden's had flame out.
Last year, you trusted
Wait,
LeBron
time
more?
out. Versus the Spurs with Kawhi out, with Tony Parker out.
Wait, time out. Wait. Let's go back. Because no, you said the last few years. It's 2020. Few is 3, so it'll be 2017. So let's start with last year. You trusted LeBron, who didn't make the playoffs last year, over James Harden, who made the playoffs, right?
Not last year.
Okay,
this
now
is,
last
this
year.
Is new year.
Okay, so let's pick it up. 2018, you trusted LeBron more.
LeBron dominated that playoffs.
And time out. I'm saying, Mike, Joe, you get what I'm saying? The only reason he trusts LeBron more is because LeBron is on stacked teams. That's when he trusts
No,
him.
he's not.
No, he's got more experience too.
More experience
He's
than he
got much
showed
more
more.
experience.
No,
No.
LeBron has shown more in the playoffs than Harden. Rod, it's a
Oh,
fact.
what does he show more, Mike?
What, Rod? What you mean? What does he show more? He has got Finals MVPs. He
Finals,
showed how
how did he
he
get Finals MVP? Because he played with our former Finals MVP and won the championship with the Wade. One former Finals MVP of James Harden played with.
Rod,
One former Finals MVP of James Harden
Kevin
played with.
Durant?
Hey,
Was he Finals MVP when he played with him?
No.
Okay then.
But I'm saying,
What
let's
Finals
go.
MVP
Let's
of James Harden played with?
go to series in 18. LeBron let's
Oh
go.
my, and he got swept.
Let's go to.
He got swept.
Rod, let's go to Game 7. Let's go to the Game
He
7.
got swept.
What you mean? Let me talk. Versus the Spurs.
My God.
Versus the Spurs, Kawhi didn't play and Tony Parker didn't play. Harden had 10 points and they lost by 30. You get what I'm saying, Rod? I trust LeBron more. That's why I have him over.
What about when Chris Bosh ain't playing 2011 when KG won 3 straight games with old Celtics team and
2012.
Bosh had to come back for them to get to the finals? Why do LeBron always need this help?
All right, let's change subject.
Why do
Let's change
LeBron
subject.
always know? Why do LeBron always need this help?
What help? What are you
You
talking
got
about?
it.
He was
LeBron
down
said
there.
help, but I'm going by performance. We're going by performance, Rod.
Mike, he gets the performance way when you stack your team and you already great like LeBron. It's easy to kill that way.
No,
If-
it's not easy to kill like you think.
Yes, it is. Why when if Harden played with Giannis Antetokounmpo or Curry right now, he can do
But I'm
that.
saying LeBron has showed
No,
he can
ain't no
play.
if. LeBron
in the
has already done
2016 finals, he had help, but he still showed out.
Yeah, Kyrie.
He still showed out.
Mike,
He still showed out in those finals. I'm
Nobody
giving
is-
you evidence.
Nobody-
2015.
nobody.
He showed out in the finals and lost.
Oh my God, he showed out. He lost 3 games in a row.
36, 13, and 8. 36, 13, and 8 is not showing
No,
out.
he
You
didn't.
lost, but Harden's lost too. I just brought up
LeBron
2017.
did show that in 2015 because look, let me tell you why he didn't show him, Mike. Because Curry helped play worse. His supporting class played worse. No KD.
We
LeBron's
talk. You
supporting
just
class
asked
played
for
better.
performance. Now you keep bringing up team
Performance.
run.
But
That's
no,
what LeBron fans do.
You're
They
proving
bring
my
up.
point. His performances is with these players that he didn't have a joint performance. When has LeBron had a game 6 like that where his team scored 87 and he scored? That's what I'm about to
Well,
ask
you compare him to Jordan now. We compare LeBron and Harden.
No, even Harden, Mike. Harden's
Harden's only
done
Harden's only averaged 30 points in one playoff series in his career. LeBron has did that many
How many
times.
seasons have Harden averaged over 35?
You talking about the season? We talking about
No,
playoffs.
no, how many seasons have Harden averaged over 35?
Once.
Once. Didn't he do it this year too?
No, he averaged 34.
This season. Before the
He averaged
lockout
30
happened, Harden's averaged like 36.
He was averaging 34 before the lockout.
Well, he must have went down. So he was averaging 36.
No, he was
37.
before the lockout. He was averaging 34. He was averaging 38 to start the season, but he calmed down a little bit. He was averaging 34 before the
How many
lockout.
times did LeBron average over 30?
LeBron never averaged over 30, but I'm saying in the playoffs when it matters most, Harden only averaged over 30 once.
How many times have LeBron did it?
LeBron's
Average
averaged
over 30.
LeBron
In the
averaged over
playoffs.
30 like
in the
8
playoffs.
in the playoffs. I'm talking about playoffs. In the playoffs, LeBron just did that about 7 playoffs. Look it up.
And how many times did he go to championship doing that?
All 3 times, I think. No.
You said he did
2
it 7 times.
He did it 7 times.
He went to championship all
He
7
averaged over
times.
30. LeBron.
Did he go to championship all 7 times?
No, he didn't. But we're talking about
How many
playoffs.
times have he went to the playoffs leads to finals?
Right.
How many
Harden's only
times-
been in 1 finals. LeBron has been to finals.
How many times have LeBron James went to the finals averaging 30 in the playoffs?
I said like twice, I think. I don't know.
So what
twice.
averaging 30 in the playoffs?
Harden's
mean?
never been to the finals averaging 30.
But Okay, Harden hasn't stacked his team either. That's what I'm telling
You can do the team stuff all you want.
How
We
many
talking about
finals did
individual
LeBron get
performance.
to before he stacked his
We
team?
talking about Ryan.
How many finals have LeBron been to before
We
he
talking
stacked
about
his team?
performances. We're not
Just
talking
answer
about
the
winning. Let's
question.
talk about performances.
What do you mean performances, Mike? Those performances come because you get the perform in the finals because you win.
No,
So,
okay,
LeBron-
but when I say LeBron took a 07 team to the finals, you say, but he lost.
Okay, then I'll bring up James Harden went to finals at 12. Didn't they're even at that.
Okay, what did he do that finals?
They
And
lost
and
out. He choked like LeBron choked in 07.
What
You
final-
bring that up. In
Okay.
07, LeBron choked.
but what did
even said-
LeBron do at 16?
No, but time out. But see, look. Now when I say this, we talk about they won finals where they both went to where they didn't stack team. They both been to one finals. Now
No,
let's go-
no,
Yeah,
don't do that.
let's do
Because
that.
in 12, Harden was the best player.
No,
In 12, he
but
was the
so
best
what?
player.
He still
In
went to the
07,
finals.
LeBron was the best
He
player.
still was a big part of that team. Him, Westbrook, and KD used to all drop 30.
But right, LeBron was in finals of 07 to
So
18.
if Harden not on that team in 12, do the Thunder still go to the finals?
No.
Okay
if
then.
LeBron,
Okay then.
if
So here's a factor.
LeBron
He's a
not-
factor.
If LeBron not on the Cavs in 16,
Okay,
if
then.
LeBron not on the Cavs in 15, if he not on the Heat, in the 11th, do they go to the finals? Like, stop
Do
it, bro.
LeBron go to the finals if he not
Like,
on the
stop
team?
it, bro.
Do LeBron go to the
Alright.
finals in 11 if he not on the Heat?
If he not on the Heat,
Do he go to the finals in 11?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
did he go on 10?
I don't know.
Did he go on
didn't
10?
10 is a
Did he
different
go
year.
on 9?
It's a different
Did he
year.
go on 9?
It's a different
Did he
year.
go on 8?
It's a
He
different
only went to
year.
the finals once before he came to Miami. Once and got swept.
But Harden never led
How
a team.
many
Harden's
finals
never-
wins? How many final wins did
Harden's
LeBron
never.
have
Wait.
without
How
the
many
win?
teams have LeBron led to the finals?
How many wins did LeBron have in the finals without the
Right. Answer the question. How many
win? None yet.
has Harden led to the
How many
finals?
has
Okay.
LeBron led to finals? I'm not giving you Heat. Miami.
07 to 18 count.
Oh, okay, 1.
2. 18 count.
2.
Harden 0.
2 teams.
0. 2 is more than 0.
And he lost both of those. Mike, and he's 0-8 in those
But-
finals without
okay.
Joe,
But
without
Harden
stacking his
hasn't been
team.
yet.
He's 0-8.
But
So
Harden hasn't been yet,
but that's
Rod.
crazy, Mike. Harden hasn't been. LeBron's been twice. They both got the same amount of wins.
Rod, I will say
0.
it is kind of unfair to say that you don't give Doncic the credit because he doesn't have as much time. But basically, LeBron does have a little bit more final credit than Harden does. That's basically what he's kind of saying.
Because my point is he
I
hasn't.
get what you're
because
saying,
he's
but I'm
beefed
just
up his
saying,
teams.
like,
If
come on,
LeBron
bro.
played on teams like Harden,
yeah,
if
let's
LeBron
do
played
that.
on teams like Harden played, he would not have these finals
I
appearances.
don't agree with that. I
I
don't agree
do.
with that.
I do.
I don't agree with
It's
that.
You
facts.
guys are going in circles. It's not, you
It's
guys are going in
facts.
circles.
I don't do the team excuse stuff, so yeah.
What
I don't
team
do the
excuse
No,
stuff?
you're making the team
Okay,
excuse.
so you can't
always
play-
do that.
so you can play with-
That's a cop-out argument.
Agree to disagree.
Okay.
That's a cop-out argument.
Yeah.
You play with a former Finals MVP and then get to the finals and win
Harden has
as
had
a top
decent teams.
as a top 2 player. And now
But I'm
I'm saying
saying,
you this
but
macho
I'm saying
guy.
Harden don't have on his 07
Cool,
on
that's
his
what we
record.
doing.
Harden
Okay,
don't have an
cool.
07 on his record.
Cool, that's what we doing now. Cool, that's how you become great. All you gotta do is be top 3 and play with another top 5 player.
Next
Cool.
topic.
Switching over to the NFL, because in this sport you can't play with another top 2 player and become a top player. I'm just saying. But Fournette to Tampa, what does that mean for the Bucks? Are they the clear-cut NFC favorites or Super Bowl favorites with Fournette?
I hate making predictions in football. Fournette,
Yeah, we
he'll
know.
help them. He'll help them. Bucks still not. I don't know. I gotta see Bucks work because football's one of the sports you have all time in a row. Still not. You can have all time in a row. Still not go to Super Bowl. And still not go to Super Bowl. So to me, we'll see. We'll just see. I think the Bucks will fight with the Saints in NFC South, and Bucks will make the playoffs. That's all I'm gonna say. Bucks to me will make the playoffs. Fournette helps them out. Fournette helps them out. They make the playoffs, and we'll see what they do. But I'm not gonna put them in no Super Bowl conversation just yet.
Well, I don't argue against GOATness, okay? And you know that. That's why I don't
QB
argue with
GOAT,
number 23
yeah.
and number 12. Brady's the GOAT.
But he is 43
The
now.
Patriots, the Patriots. The Buccaneers to me are, man, they are, now with Fournette, that offense is just going to be, give it to you any type of way. Running down your throat, out the backfield, catching out the backfield, because Fournette has gotten better at that. I wouldn't be shocked this year if Fournette put up about 60 catches, 1,000 rush yards close to that, and like close to 1,000 receiving yards, because he's gotten better out the backfield. And we know how Brady likes to dump it off short. Then you got Gronk, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, O.J. Howard. They got slot receivers, Johnson from Tyler Johnson from U of M from Minnesota. I don't even know the white dude named
The
Humphries.
defense suspect. The defense
Your
suspect.
defense don't need to be that good when you have Brady
No, bro.
because
Football's a team sport.
no,
You can have all the names
Brady
you
has
want.
won Super Bowls with defenses that was 20th or worse. I'll show you. He's won, and he's been in Super Bowls with worse defenses, so don't bring up defense.
No, I think Bucks.
And your defense plays better when you got better offenses. I would know this because I was a Peyton Manning fan.
No, that's
Because
not
the
true. though,
yes,
all
it
the
is.
time.
Because the Colts, until Bob Sanders would come back and Bob Sanders would miss a lot of the season, the Colts had good defense because all you need is in pass rushers. And I'm sorry, The Buccaneers have that. They got Ndamukong Suh. They got Levante David. That's all you really need.
I don't
they
agree
got,
with
they
that.
Got Shaq Barrett.
If your offense cold, defenses get better when your offense cold. That's not true.
Defenses low-key do get better when you got a cold offense because when you can score points like a Patrick Mahomes, like look at the Chiefs defense last year. The Chiefs is one of the worst teams giving up
The
yards.
Rams didn't have D
points.
when they was good in the offense. 99 Rams defense wasn't that great.
Dude, it was go look up them playoff games. My teams weren't scoring on them like that.
The Super Bowl
It
they
was
did good.
when I'm and in
Yeah,
the
that's
playoffs,
true in the NFC
they
title
wasn't
game.
scoring on them like that because I'm telling you, when you can put up points like that, first off, if you get up on a team early that likes to run the ball, they can't run the ball no more. If you come out the game, score 2 touchdowns on them, you can't have 3 and outs like that. Like a team like the Broncos in the last couple of years, when we play good offense, that's why we would lose because you only can get 3 and outs so long. And then when he keep getting the ball back and Brady keeps scoring, yeah, that's going to put pressure on you offensively to start doing stuff you're normally not doing. I'm not saying the Bucs don't have a top defense, but let's not forget Shaquille Barrett from Denver was over there last year, had 18 sacks with the Buccaneers last year. So what I'm saying is, and they have Levante David. I forget the other linebacker they got, David White. They have the Buccaneers front seven without Brady last year was one of the best front sevens in the league. Now, when they can literally sit there and know that you're going to pass the ball because you're down 3 touchdowns, that's what I mean by their defense is going to get better because they're going to know.
What you got?
To me, the Bucs are the favorites in the NFC. Like they're just the favorites. Like they're going to win the NFC South. Because I don't think Drew Brees is going to play the whole season. I think Jameis is going to come in some games, and I think Jameis might play so well with that Saints squad that Drew Brees might have a hard time getting back on the field depending on the injury he get. But I don't trust Drew Brees. You talking about Brady being 43? Drew Brees is not durable. We saw last year a thumb to the helmet, and then he missed 5 or 6 games. So Drew Brees is something I'm worried about. But I think, yeah, the only team in the NFC right now that I feel like could stop the Buccaneers, if I had to look at it on paper before I see any games played, the only NFC team that I would give a shot to, 50-50 chance to, is the Eagles, and a long shot to the Vikings. But other than that, that's it.
Skull.
Other than that, that's it. Because, like I said, to me, the Eagles are the best team on both sides of the ball. Overall, they better than the Bucs. If we talk about offense and defense, but if we talk about only offense, the Bucs is on the different
I'm gonna say this now, and I don't want to hear no excuses. Eagles injuries will mess them up. Their quarterback is injury prone.
What does that mean? Though that's not an excuse.
I'm telling y'all now. When the Eagles ain't good because of injuries, I'm gonna expect the injury. They got injury problems.
Well, okay, if they get injured though, Mike, that's not.
And that's what I'm saying. They're not gonna be that good.
That's not saying they're not a good team.
Yeah, they're a good team, but they're gonna be injured, so I don't
team.
respect them. They're gonna get injured. The Eagles is injury prone. They got a quarterback that's injury prone as hell.
That's my shit.
You barely touch him in the injury prone.
AFC predictions before we get out of here.
Well, Chiefs definitely the favorite. They can repeat easily.
No, we going like we did NFC last week. We going
division.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your division first? Let's do the AFC West first. Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos, Chargers.
Stop. Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, Raiders. Chiefs gonna be 12-4. We're gonna be 11-5. Chargers gonna be 8-8. Raiders gonna be 6-10.
So Raiders gonna be last. Okay.
Yeah, because they don't play defense.
Y'all the Raiders gonna be close. All right. What's next?
AFC East.
I'm gonna just do the top. I'm gonna just do my AFC East. Ooh, you got. Oh, I'm definitely. Oh man, I want to say Patriots, but I'm gonna go Bills. I think somebody else gonna win it. Bills, Patriots. I'm gonna go Jets, Dolphins. Yep, like you. I'm gonna go the same order as you.
Yeah, I got Bills. I got Bills over the Patriots by a game. Picking against Cam Newton is tough in this situation because I don't trust Josh Allen over Cam Newton, but he does have better weapons.
I don't
and
trust
the Bills
Josh Allen.
defense, and I think the Patriots defense will take a step back this year. AFC South, I got the Colts finishing as the best team in the AFC. 13-3, Tennessee 10-6, Texans 8-8, Jags 5-11. Colts and Texans both make the playoffs. Bills and Patriots make the playoffs. Chiefs, Broncos make the playoffs. What about your AFC South?
I'm gonna actually go Colts. I'm gonna go Colts, Titans, Texans. What's the name too? Jags too.
And then in the North, I got the Ravens 11-5, Browns 9-7, Steelers 8-8, Bengals 7-9. I think the Bengals will be a lot better than people.
That's
think
a lot of wins
because of Burrow. Yeah, that's a lot of wins. I think the Bengals are going to be solid because Burrow's got veteran weapons around him, and he was the top pick. AJ Green's back, Joe Mixon, Tyler Boyd, Tyler Eifert. They got weapons around them, so I think
Ravens, Steelers, Browns, Bengals.
Yeah, Steelers and Browns is a toss-up for me. Steelers got the defensive side of the ball on slot, but the Browns' defense is also up there. I think the Browns are just better than Steelers offensively, and that's why I gave the Browns an extra game over them.
I hope ODB come back to life. I say ODB.
OBJ.
OBJ. I hope OBJ come back to life.
Real talk, Tony.
Old Dominion University, ODB.
Okay, I see your AFC. You got Broncos. So at least you got put some respect on the Chiefs' name.
Since this, 12-4 right now, 11-5, one game division. If we play each other the last game of the season, which we don't. But if we did, that last game would have been for the division. But I'm giving the Chiefs the division because Mahomes, man, my Broncos will have to show me defensively that we can stop the Chiefs twice. And I think we could stop them in Denver, but I don't think we could stop them in Kansas City. Let's go to the Real Talk section here real quick. Before we get to the Real Talk section, Mike, this is the MJ show, right? What was MJ's best season?
MJ best season.
To you. Mine was the year he beat the Suns.
93 season.
Yeah.
You put a championship season.
Yeah, they beat the Suns.
Mine is not his championship season. His best season was 87-88 when he won MVP, scoring title, and Defensive Player of the Year.
What you mean, Bills and Patriots, Ace? That was the AFC East. That's a division, Ace. Not in the Super Bowl or
But
championship.
87-88, he averaged 35, 6-5, got Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, scoring title. That was his best season. But 93, I agree with too because that's a championship season.
Yeah, if I got to go best individual season, it was that year he won.
Yeah, 87-88. But yeah, if I have to
I got to go best overall season, and to me, best overall season. If you don't win the championship, then we can't take your best overall individual season. But if you're a champion and have an individual
actually
season,
96 up there.
Yeah, it is. But there's two type of seasons for me, and I say the 92-93 season was the one. Because, yeah, he was still, 32-8-8 that year? Or 32-7, 32-6 and
32-6-6. All first team All NBA defense, scoring title.
Well, we know that.
Finals MVP. So yeah. So you got.
Well, we know what he did in the finals too. Carried other people.
Average 41 in the finals. So yeah, 93 probably his best overall with the
You
championship.
said they'll both make the playoffs impossible. No, it ain't, Ace. Two teams from a division can make the playoffs. So my playoffs, I got Bills, Patriots, Chiefs, Broncos, Colts, Titans, and now they add that 7 team to Ravens. 7 teams can make the playoffs. Them to 7. That's gonna make it. 3 teams from one division can make the playoffs. But yeah,
3 teams could make it.
Yeah, Bills and Patriots
with
both
6.
can make it.
3
Yeah.
teams could have made it with 6.
No. 3 teams can
Alright.
make it. The Real Talk segment now, people. Because Joe in the background rushing us like he got something.
No.
We have been on here long 2 weeks in a row. But we're about to cut. We're going to do this for a few minutes. Let's just talk about what's going on with our youth in America, man. We've seen a lot of, the Hollywood scandal with a lot of this human sex trafficking stuff, where a lot of our kids is being kidnapped, taken in. Some people saying they're getting organs taken, used as sex slaves. A lot of people feel like the Hollywood scandal has been taking these kids and putting them in front of the camera while torturing them and stuff like that all the way up until they get older. And I'm not saying Justin Bieber is one of them, but people have said the likes of names like Britney Spears, Justin Bieber's. These are people who have been a product of child abuse. Do you think that we are failing the youth as a whole in this country? And what do you got to say about human sex trafficking and the whole thing? What do you think about it?
The first question I do have with that is, you could say we feel the youth, but first we got to come with the where are the parents thing. Where the parenting
Well,
is
it sounds
big,
like some of the parents is probably in on this.
and that's a problem. And that's like with the R. Kelly thing, that's a problem.
What do you do about that?
To be honest, I don't know about that. I don't know what you do. Do you have any advice on that? Because parenting is big.
Yeah, well,
So it's like if parents is in on it, what do you do about it?
Well, parents is in on it. Whoever is in on this type of evilness and this destructiveness, to me, they need to be dealt with. They need to have consequences. They need to be dealt with. They need to lose custody of their children. They don't need the kids around them because there's people out there that will treat kids right, that want kids. And also in these articles and then some of these testimonies that's been coming out, some of these kids don't even make it alive. They get beaten and tortured so bad they end up dying. Some of them end up killing themselves because they have mental issues. So I don't care about a parent. If a parent is not doing right by a child, because, man, Joe was talking about this the other day. Children really can't fend for themselves. Human children can't. We're not animals. Like when animals come out right away, like baby giraffes, they kind of go like they literally got to learn how to walk, live right away. That's not the human species. We got to Somebody got to feed them right away. Somebody got to teach them how to walk. Somebody got to teach them the structures of living in society, the mannerisms of living in society. And to me, if you're not doing that properly and you're not letting the child be able to nurture and grow the right way, then you don't need to. Now, nobody's telling you how to raise your child, but if you're doing stuff like, oh yeah, for this $100,000, I'm going to sell my child and let him get falsely kidnapped or her falsely kidnapped, you don't need to be a parent. You don't need to be around kids because you're putting your kids in harmful situations. Because these people that you're giving your kid to, yeah, they might turn around and give them fame or contracts or money or stardom, but they also are giving them mental issues that we see. And we talk about some people need help, and maybe they don't need help. Maybe they needed somebody to intervene and help when they was younger. Like people, even me, I was talking about how Britney Spears is crazy, how she's sick and how she all this and all that. Well, what if Britney Spears was a product of this human sex trafficking ring in Hollywood?
Probably would.
What if she was a part of this? And now that would explain why she is the way she is in her mid-30s. Because I couldn't imagine being no 10, 11, or 12-year-old child going from person to person, being passed around, being a sex slave, getting raped, getting touched by these older people, and then people come in here and say, oh, well, look, you can play in this movie, and look, you can get you anything you want. We can do anything. Like, this is why some of those people are messed up. And I'm not trying to make an excuse for all of them because some people do have their issues. But now that the truth is starting to be exposed, I'm going to just sit back and wait for more and more and more information to come out so then the people can see it. But it needs to be a call to attention, and I don't trust anybody who has any status of power because to me, this is going on right under your nose. We just looked up an article the other day that I saw that there was 123 children found in one house in Michigan.
Mm.
They have been missing. These kids have been missing from anywhere from 1 to 3 years from their parents. The ages anywhere from 9. I think the article said 9 to like 18 years
How do
old.
you?
123
We
kids.
just were talking with the guy we were working with today. He didn't even know about this. And
Didn't even know
he
about it.
watches the news. He owns a business.
They don't
and
play
he
on
knows
the
it.
mainstream news though.
Didn't
I
even
know.
know about it.
That's
So
sick.
that's the problem. The people with power, you can't trust them. I feel like this has to be done at a community level. And this is what I was saying with defunding the police and each one teach one. Because if you watch in the community and you know the girl that Milani plays with, you know everybody in your community, and then you see a black car with tinted windows come in the community and call that girl over
But
there.
some people in the community
Remember,
get corrupt too. Money
There's
home
no
and stuff.
movement for this.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah.
The media won't create a movement.
And that's
for
what they
us.
talked about. They try to create divisive stuff like Black Lives Matter, women rights, homosexuality stuff. So
Not for
people could
kids.
be on one side or the other side. But if they did something for kids, they know everybody would say kids need to be safe.
I saw some with like pedophilia legal in the state now or something.
California.
Something like that.
Well, that's some.
Is that BS or is that?
Well,
Well, no, it's not BS, but they doing this to save
That's-
some of them in.
now that, yeah,
They're
that's
doing
some
this to
scary
save some of them
stuff.
in Hollywood. They're trying to save some of these people in Hollywood. Where's Hollywood?
Yeah,
In
that's-
California. They trying to save some of the people because they know the truth is about to come out and it's about to get exposed at the mass level. And it's not just celebrities. Like I said, it's these people that they keep telling us to vote for and elect. That one of my guys, I'm not going to even disclose his name on here, but he was in North Dakota for some years. He lived in North Dakota, and he was a part not of a sex trafficking stuff with women, like with little girls, but he had a few women that he pimped off and stuff like that. And he told me that a few women that he got under his belt, they lived in a mansion that was owned by the governor of that city in North Dakota. The mansion was in the governor's
Corruption.
name, and these girls was basically like in their mid-20s, late teens, and they was
It's
prostitutes.
corruption, yeah.
And the house was in, I think he was like a congressman. The house was in his name.
That's why they don't show the kids. They don't want the customers. to
And if
watch
you
it.
expose corruption,
You
you end up dying, like you said, Tupac.
end up down, end up blackballed. You end up in jail or somewhere where you can't speak, or where when you do speak, your voice is not given and heard as it should, because they're like, look, he's a felon. He committed this crime, so we're not going to listen to him. So that's what they do. So I feel like we got to get, when I say community mic, it's not me saying that we need to be the police. No. And you saying some people won't do that. What I'm saying is if we get this thinking and get that thinking out of here and get more resources in, people won't think that way. People think that way now because capitalism
We
has
can't do
ruled
it,
the world.
just people ain't doing it.
Well, people
We
are doing
can't
it
do
until
it.
the
It's
state
a way.
can. What I'm saying is what we could do, and that's what I'm saying. People always say, I'm not looking for the government to stop this, because obviously they're not trying to stop it. I just gave y'all can go
But
look it
some
up.
of them are part of it.
Y'all
too.
go look it up. That's what I'm saying. I just gave y'all 2 examples where government officials are part of these sex trafficking rings. What I'm saying is, in the community, if I live in a community and I see that my neighbor's daughter, her name's Julie, and I see Julie going to a car that's never been in our neighborhood, no, I'm going to go up to that car and be like, what the hell you doing over here? How do you know Julie? and I'm gonna call.
Julie's going though.
No, if she's going over to that car, then I'm gonna go over there too. That's what I'm saying. Some people see this type of stuff. They see these signs of, man, that car did look unfamiliar, but they didn't do anything about it. What I'm saying is, no, I will act an initiative if a kid is on the line, and I will go over there and do it because you're right, James. Julie might go because the way kids are conditioned. You know what I'm saying? He might have something that he knows popular that little girls want, and she go to the car. You know, but if more adults is out there fighting against that and actually out there for these kids, then that wouldn't happen. Or if we teaching these kids, some of these parents aren't teaching these kids because, like we said, they're part of the ring. So their kids are the ones that liable to get snatched up. Parenting is key in this, but I feel like also, man, what's going to be key is the community coming together and stopping people like this. Because
in the village, you know how they talk about
it's happening right under our
families.
nose. It's happening right under our nose. Most people don't even know the biggest sex trafficking ring. The biggest sex trafficking ring is from Fargo to Minneapolis. Like, most people don't know that. And I found that out back in 2015 when I went to UMD from investigative reporters.
And you do have...
They was from Williston,
in Vegas, I saw a lot of people trying to stop sex trafficking and stuff because it's big in Vegas, too. And it was people putting up signs trying to stop and stuff. So you do have people trying to stop it, but it's just, like you said, it's a beast. It's not done on a mass scale. So that's...
those are individual people
and it's a big... It's
right.
a beast. Like I say, the people in power, there's some people in power who are part of this stuff. So... They got the resources and stuff. They know the type of codes to deal with and stuff. So yeah,
and they all sick. Yeah, and they all sick. So yeah, man, that's and this is a hard topic to end on because, like I said, man, it's just crazy
it's
that
wrong.
Pac spoke on it. Top floor Mall of America is a hub in America with trafficking. Man,
the top floor has always been sketchy in Mall of America.
Man, that is crazy. Like I said, right under our nose. The Mall of America, 5-10 minutes away from where we are right now.
And Minnesota's a big, because we're international airport too.
And nobody agree with that.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. They said Fargo, the two reporters from Williston, North Dakota, they was investigative reporters. They talked to us in our journalism class. They were showing us the data that Fargo to Minneapolis back in 2015, I know at least, had the biggest sex trafficking ring in the Midwest.
So, yeah.
No other states were close.
But we got to come up with answers on how we go figure this out. Maybe, like I said, we got to come up with answers on how we go figure it out, too.
To me, it's just protecting the community.
But how do you bust the ones that are in power?
That's tough. That's tough.
They're the law, they're the media. So what do you do?
Put people.
People
like
say vote them in.
Well, when they come into our community, or when they come into the community, that's when we deal with them. When they trying to come get our kids, that's when we deal with them. When we don't let them out of our community, maybe we hold them hostage.
I mean, there's so many levels of separation that you can't just deal with them. You can say the words, but
no, you're right. No, that is true.
There's so many levels that you have to beat. You don't just start the game beating the boss. You know what I mean? You have to earn your right. You have to unravel all these levels and layers.
I would say brotherly differences is a start.
You could also say that it's
artists and fitness is a start.
Yeah, you're right. It is. But, I mean, also you could say that it's a distraction. I mean, us involved with sports and in fitness, we could say that we're taking away from the mainstream's attention of this issue, this very issue that's happening.
Yeah.
That's been happening.
That's a good point.
We're so caught up into our sports where we just go right back to what we used to in our own
and that's life.
But this has been happening. This ain't new just because this is now, coming out of the
talked about. Yeah.
But
that's a great point.
How do you take down
this was happening before we were born, before
Disney
parents
World.
were born.
Why do you think they're right off the coast? They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
The CIA, they're all involved. How do you bust the people?
Church, brother, church.
Corruption, man, and it's you gotta try to figure out a way to get past it, but I don't know. It's tough.
We'll put our heads together off air.
Yeah.
We will put our heads together. Stay tuned, y'all. Hey, no, I'm just playing. But look, y'all, this one was another long one. We went in. We be reading these comments, man. It's something different, man. This is a different type of podcast because we be talking to y'all live, bringing y'all on the show live. But look, from now on, get on the show, okay? Because we can't keep reading all y'all comments because we don't want people to fall asleep and leave and go away.
Yeah.
So we gonna work on getting the shows back to an hour. All right, back to the hour. If you want it, we stay in the comments, right? Okay, we want y'all to stay in the comments. We want y'all to stay here, but we probably won't keep replying to everybody in the comments. If you want the reply, you want the turn up that you saw today, come right here. You invited. All you gotta do is inbox me or Mike or inbox the Brotherly Differences page. We will get back to you. We will write the show. You can give us some topics if you want to talk about something. We will interview you so you can let the people know what you got going on, what you got planned, so you can get your stuff out there. If y'all want to be on the show, be in the studio, see what we do here, Artists in Fitness, come chill with us.
You gotta hit the ropes 1 minute though.
You got to hit the ropes 1 minute.
Yeah.
You know, you get out here like this.
You gotta hit the ropes series, though.
1 minute. Ooh, that boy swole.
Trying to get
Look at that rock.
them arms
See
toned.
that rock? 1 minute. That's all you got
Wear a
to
tank
do.
top on this
Hey,
on the show.
it is that Jordan show. I'm rocking the Air Jordan number 23, and y'all see who behind us with the shot.
23.
Top 5
Next week the
greatest
Kobe
jumpshooter of
show.
all
I may
time.
have to bring Kobe jersey out
Next
again.
week is the Kobe show.
24.
Then it's the old school Derrick Rose show. Hey, and next Thursday, also, we will be here, but it is the kickoff of the NFL, Chiefs, Texans. Stay up on the Brotherly Differences page. This will be me and Mike, 4th year doing predictions on the Brotherly Differences page. He got 2 wins on his belt, or 3. I got 2.
No, this 5th year.
Okay, because I got
You got 2.
You got 2.
I won the first year. You won the second year. Then I won with Terry. We won with Terry and him, and then you won last year.
So we 2-2. So stay tuned for the 5th year. We're gonna put our predictions up there week by week. No, we don't predict against the spread. We just predict the games. We'll have our record up there. We'll have our weekly predictions. So that's coming up because the season starts next Thursday. Like I said, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all know what to do. Listen, like, share, comment, share, subscribe. Episode 23.
Peace
And
out.
A whole lot of hair.
23.
Spit some, Rod. Hey.
Oh, man.
You might do that for the Kobe show.
Joe put me on the set. That's a bet. I'm kind of tipsy.
You say you got tipsy.
Happy
Hey,
anyone.
next show.
I got